All right, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today, we have a very special, don't check your watch, man. Special guest Gustavo Ribeiro is with us. How are you, dude?
Good, how are you guys?
Dude, I'm good, dude. Hey, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I apologize. I know I did not say your name properly. I want to apologize right away. I did try before the show to say it the way that...
It sounded good.
I want to try to get people's names. I'm the worst at names, but I want to try. So for the record, your last name?
Ribeiro.
One more time.
Ribeiro.
Yeah. Kind of.
It's like a U at the end almost, right?
Yeah, like Ribeiro.
Ribeiro.
Yeah, in American kind of sounds like Ribeiro, but in Portuguese we say Ribeiro.
Well, it's like, I think you have the similar spelling to Carlos Ribeiro.
Yeah, it's
right?
the same last
but
name.
his is Ribeiro. That's how he want. That's how.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's Brazilian and I'm Portuguese, so our accents it's a little bit different. It's kind of like you speaking American English and you talking with somebody from England.
Yes,
they both speak English, but it's a little different.
I met Paul Shire. He moved here. It took me about a month to even understand what the hell he was saying, and then finally I understood him.
It clicked
because it's so. He had such a deep English accent.
He's fast.
What the fuck?
But it's funny because like when I speak with some Brazilian people, they do not understand me when I speak too fast, but I do understand everything that they're saying.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
I mean, we discovered Brazil.
Right.
Portuguese did, so.
Oh, you discovered Brazil?
Yeah, not me.
I'm like, wow, this is going to be way more interesting than I thought. Man. You got they call it explorer here. Point the mic up a little bit. You can move that mic around. Yeah, perfect, bro. So it's pointing at
Better?
you. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, dude. Hey, thanks for coming, dude. This is awesome.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous.
Dude, everybody is. And it's funny.
I think, honestly, it's my first English podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. We could do it in Portuguese if you want. We're just not going to understand anything.
Let's try English.
Okay.
I'm kind of down to do it.
But your English has gotten pretty good over the last couple of years, dude.
Yeah, I moved to LA almost 5 years ago, and since then it got a little better. When I moved here, I could speak English, but now I definitely can have a conversation.
Yeah, when I first met you, it was like there was a
Google
barrier.
Translate.
Yeah, it was like but then you've actually learned a lot. How did you learn English?
I just think like traveling a bunch, and then when I moved here, I had a girlfriend, and I need to express my feelings to her. So in some ways, I needed to know how to speak in English to communicate with her. So I guess having a relationship helped me a lot on the beginning to be able to speak in English.
I take it she's American.
Yeah, she was American. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it helped. I mean, what if Felipe Gustavo, he would listen to Biggie?
Oh, yeah, there's the songs.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first came here and I didn't know anything, I used to watch a lot of Netflix and just put the subtitles in Portuguese and like listen and try to read in Portuguese and convert at the same time. And that helped a lot.
Yeah, I think I've said it before because I used to go to Barcelona all the time, and I lived there for like 6 months, but it is a little intimidating. Like I feel stupid and I don't want to feel stupid when I go into a place and want to order some food or something, right?
Yeah.
But I want to speak the language, but I know I'm going to fuck up and I know I'm going to sound stupid. You know what I mean? And it's
100%.
in the back of my mind. I'm like, bocadillo, parivar,
bocadillo para levar.
See?
Yeah.
But at least they see you giving it an effort, and they'll try to help you along the way.
Sometimes they just say, just speak English.
Yeah, even like
you're good.
by you trying, you shows that you care.
You care,
know?
for sure.
I think they respect that too.
Yeah, but you sound a little. It's the self-conscious.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to say anything out of place or stupid or
Yeah.
But 5 years you killing it.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
Yeah,
there's a lot to learn still, but getting in there.
You're doing
definitely.
good, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
Are you still learning on your skateboard? Because you're killing the game with the trick. I just want to say real quick because when I watch you skate in street leagues and stuff, and it's one thing to watch in like on TV, because everybody's like killing it on TV. There's a few bails but it's the consistency is so crazy nowadays. But when you see it in person and you're actually watching it, I was there at the Utah one where you won.
Oh, yeah, I was just in Utah.
Oh, you went just in? Yeah.
Oh yeah, skull
On the
skull candy crusher
contest,
cup. Yeah.
I almost dropped your trophy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I said, "Oh shit!" over the broadcast.
That was I was dying laughing when you did that. Yeah, that was
They
good.
said I could swear. And this was, I almost dropped the trophy. It was heavier.
They did say you could swear?
Yeah, they said I could swear moderately.
Okay.
But I dropped the trophy. I almost dropped it. It was heavy.
It was like the old ones.
Yeah.
And they put these like big wood plates in the middle and like the glass and everything. It makes it so heavy. It doesn't look like it, but when you grab it, it's like whoa.
You should be
And
prepared
like I
for it.
remember telling you like, hey, it's heavy. And you're like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Like when I passed you, like, oh.
I was in the moment too. I was hyped, and
No,
you
it was
passed it to
funny.
me,
It
and I was
was
like, "Oh shit!" Do we have the run here? Is that? This is a different one. This is a Super Crown that you won. Didn't you win the Super Crown?
Yeah.
2022?
Yeah.
Was it
in
the
Brazil.
tray flip? Was it nose blunt or nose grind that you did?
I did nose blunt in
You go full
the
screen with
run
that.
on the little one, like right now.
Oh, this is not Salt Lake.
Yeah, these not Salt Lake. Yeah.
No. But this is the Super Crown. We
Oh,
were
this
just
is-
watching the Super Crown.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the.
Oh, this is best tricks now. Oh, you made JC nervous. He switched.
What do you want? Best run? Or run from
I just want to
Super
see some
we're gonna watch.
Gustavo
Oh.
Ribeiro footage, man. Oh, this
yeah,
is
Yeah,
Salt
this
Lake.
is the one we're talking about.
These are the
Yeah.
last trick of oh no.
It was because you were just there and you did that first try, like again.
Yeah.
In that contest.
Yeah.
That's just your. That was when you must have just learned it then or something like that, right? Because now it's just like on command.
It's funny because when I skate, I never do those tricks.
No.
I swear on God.
What does that mean?
Yeah, explain.
that
Like
mean?
tray flip, nose blunt, like tray flip front board, all of these tricks that I do in contests, I normally don't do it when I go skate.
Why? Because
I don't
a
know,
street
like-
spot is different than a park spot.
I don't know. It's just like they're hard tricks, you know.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not tricks that you want to like be doing every single session, you know. Like, and sometimes I just like go to a skate park and just like skate to a flat ledge or like flat ground or like a bump to bump.
But this is like a trick that you, for a video part, like and you're doing it in a contest on demand.
But I
pretty
feel like
much.
skateboarding is so psychological, you know, like it's mental, you know, like if you
It really
put something
is.
in your mind and you believe it, sometimes it doesn't work, but like if you actually commit to it and you believe it, it might work.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay,
Oh,
go
so
ahead.
you're talking about like the pressure, like
no, I'm
gotta
saying
go
like
now.
all of these tricks, as you was asking about the nose grind ollie flip, if I just learn it, and I was just saying like that I didn't learn back then. I kind of learned when I was maybe like 17. Like all of these tricks when I was a little kid. I used to go to the skate park and try like all of these crazy tricks. If you go back to my Instagram like a while ago, like I have all of these tricks or even like crazier ones. Because I used to be like, I just wanted to do like these crazy combos.
Yeah,
you
when
know?
you came out, you were like, I was like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
where was that inspiration from? Like, who was your favorite skater back then?
Back then, probably was Shane O'Neill. It still
Oh, shit,
is
okay.
one off.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But back then I was.
I mean, he's got the combos.
Yeah, he's like so
Yeah,
technical,
yeah.
and the thing is like everything that he does is just perfect.
Right.
You know, like he's like bolts.
Right.
And like I would just used to watch him so much, and like fuck, like one day I want to be like him or better. You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just so hard.
Well, I remember I could see that kind of with the crook nollie flip coming into play
Mm-hmm.
because he was the first one that he kind of nailed that trick down first, and then you came in right behind him.
And it's so funny because that trick was probably the trick that took me the longest to learn. At least like 2 years. And I'm not even joking.
Why?
I don't know. I just couldn't do it. But one day, as soon as I landed one, it never like
Just clicked.
Give us a rundown of like how, like what's the how do you go up to the rail and try something like that? Like what do you
like
do?
a crook nollie flip.
I'm
There's
thinking
like-
more or less of like the tray flip nose blunt. You know,
Like
Are
all
you-
of these tricks, I don't think about the like. So if I do a tray flip nose blunt, I don't think about the tray flip. I just like before, like if I'm on a street league, you're gonna see me just doing nose blunts. You're not gonna see me actually try maybe 1 or 2 times.
Why?
Because I don't like to try. I can get hurt.
Okay.
The judges see me trying, and I don't want them to see me trying. So
you
I
want to be
just do nose
surprised.
blunts. I might try 1 or 2 just to see how it goes. But then, like, I know, like, what to do.
So you say if
that's
you
amazing.
sorry to interrupt. If you so you're going to I know you have gone to he's the fucking top. Let me ask a question because like I'm just a fan that watches on TV and when I've been there like 2. We went to the one in San Diego. But it's like you're just getting on the nose blunts and you're like, okay, I got the
But I'm imagining the tray flip.
okay.
So I'm doing a nose blunt, but in my mind I'm imagining what I'm doing.
So you're
While I'm just doing an ollie to a nose blunt. But like while I'm in there, I'm actually like calculating,
okay.
visualizing everything. So I kind of know what I need to do. And then in the moment, it's like 50-50, or I land or I don't. But like I'm going to do it. You know, I believe I can do it. And most of it, I can land it.
tray flip nose
amazing.
tray flip nose blunt on the rail is incredible to begin with, right? But then you do shit out of it too, right? So now are you mentally preparing for that, or do you do the nose blunt and then try stuff out of it, and then like what's the process for that?
So for the tray flip nose blunt, nollie
No.
big spin or whatever, nollie big spin out that I
Sure.
just done in Miami, it's kind of the same thing. I don't think about the big spin, never. It's the last thing I'm going to think of. I'm just going to think about it like a good tray flip. And as soon as I feel I can lock it good, then I know immediately like what I
You're
need
gonna
to
do
do
out of it,
because
right.
I've done it so many nose slide big spin and nose blunt big spin that it's kind of going to be the same.
Because also when we get into tricks as skaters, we know okay, well I can big spin out of this. When you're in the trick, you already kind of know your foot placement's ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like natural. Like if you ask me how I do it, I don't exactly know how.
Well, you can't. It's hard to explain. How do you do a tray flip nose blunt big spin?
Yeah,
You're like, oh, you just do
actually-
this.
I know, but it's like, but it's interesting to hear you say like
but it's
you
funny
don't.
because all of these like super technical tricks, you should think as less possible. So like if you're doing like a tricking,
Okay.
trick out, I kind of like think on just the beginning. If I pop it good, it's what I need, and then the rest is just like automatic. You know, it just like happens.
Do you ever black out when you're doing these? Like,
Oh
in a
yeah,
sense
all
where
of these things I don't remember.
That's what-
Nothing.
yeah.
Seriously.
I swear.
That's what I was
Like
gonna
these,
say.
I don't remember what
Tray
I was
flip nose
thinking.
blunt,
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing of
Like
these.
you woke up right there.
I'm running away.
No, even these, I swear, I see these are like, whoa, that's me. I swear, like I know it's me, but like I don't remember
That is-
because I'm
okay.
so in the moment.
You channel it so gnarly, bro.
I remember what I'm thinking right before,
Yeah.
but I don't remember happening.
Look at
Amazing.
this. Look, you've done tray flip nose blunt big spin out. How many times? A dozen, more than a
couple
dozen,
times.
right?
You tried
12,
to.
12 times? Maybe
Yeah,
than
more than 30 times.
That's the first time. That's
okay.
the first time you did that at Street League, though, right?
First time on Street
But
League.
Yeah.
look
And
at
that was
the-
kind of sketchy.
But it's
Not
look
that
at the-
bad though.
Yeah, not.
Okay, but that's like everyone kind of.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
if you don't stop, it doesn't look that bad.
yeah. But if you deposit right there,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm
But look
gonna
at
be
the-
the first one assuming that.
Yeah,
But
that
look
was
at
a
the
little sketchy.
reaction, though.
Regardless,
This is
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Look at the reaction. You've done it
Because-
about 30 times.
But my reaction was so like I was so stoked because I was remember about to drop, and I was not believing that I could do it. But I think that was why I landed, because I'm so nervous always, and I get so anxious that sometimes I get to my head. But right here I was like, it's my last try. I'm in third place already.
Okay.
I can win if I land, but I don't need to win.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm good. Like
Well, you could have. Yeah, you got. You did a 9.5.
No, I wanted to win. Don't take me wrong. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, I don't need. Like, I'm in third. Like, I don't have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. So, like,
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, okay, like, I'm just gonna try it. Like, I didn't try I tried the 10 before I tried, but it was really bad. And I'm like, oh, I have one more try. Like, maybe let's see if I can do a second try.
Did
but
you
like,
win that one?
No, like
got
I got into first place, and then Nyjah had one more try, and he needed a 9.2. And he got his nollie backside flip on the gap, and he got a 9.2 or 9.2.
Yeah, it was 9.2.
It was
God damn it,
like
Nyjah.
he should have won. He should have won. It was crazy.
you
It was
should've
like
won. You should've
game winning shot.
No, it was crazy.
That was the best thing I've
Yeah.
seen because
Yeah.
it was like
Straight
you
up.
did your thing and he did his thing. And it was like, all right,
yeah,
this
the
is it right
finals
here,
was
right?
yeah. And on
So-
bro, but listen to these.
Okay, go
This
ahead.
gap doesn't seem big.
It's
this thing
huge.
was huge, like gnarly. I didn't even ollie.
Yeah.
I didn't even ollie.
Well, I was going to say, because, like, to me, okay, nollie backside flip down a gap. That's a good trick.
It's a
It's
good
hard
trick.
trick, right? Sometimes you don't hit the nose. Sometimes you flail it. You whiff it, so to speak. To me, a tray flip nose blunt slide big spin out on a handrail is way gnarlier than a nollie backside flip down a gap.
But
That's why he got a 9.5.
No,
Yeah.
he got a 9.5 and he got
so
a
the
9.2.
points weren't
Yeah.
the points just didn't add up because didn't Nyjah won though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he
but
got a
Nyjah got a 9.2 for that because the other tricks he did.
Yes.
And that got him a higher score.
Yeah.
So now we're just talking about points,
Yeah.
and not the
Yeah.
trick at hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because tray
Am I-
flip nose
am I
blunt,
missing something?
Was it
big
9.5?
spin is gnarlier than a nollie
and that's why
backside
he
flip.
got a 9.5.
And that's why he got a 9.5 and Nyjah got a 9.2.
So right now, Nyjah's in second.
Yeah, so now he's
Yeah.
second.
He lands this, he's in first.
Yeah, so he needs a 9.2 to go first.
He needs a 9.2 for the points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
I see. It's interesting to talk to. We talk to Kelly every day about the judging and everything that Jerron was judging. But it's interesting to talk to somebody who's actually on the course.
Yeah.
And like even strategizing, right? Are you like going like I need to do
Oh yeah,
this,
yeah.
I need to do
because
that?
it's funny because like street league sometimes like everybody can win.
Hmm.
Everybody from there like they're like one of the best in the world. Like this skate's so good. It's not like oh he's better than this. No, like everybody's good. Sometimes street league is like being smart, like just playing. You know, like
It's a game.
Yeah, it's a game. You know, like you need to like do good tricks and have good scores, but sometimes you don't need the highest scores. Like I remember like in Miami, like I was in now the knockout rounds, they're kind of like, it's so tough because like if you get like into a gnarly eat, there's only one that can make it, and then out of that there's the two highest scores. So I
How many
went
heats?
4
Four.
eats.
Four. So if you got to be the gnarliest out of that heat.
So it's 4 eats of 5 people, and the best one makes it to the finals, and then out of all of that, the 2 highest scores make it. And I went to the heat already playing for the highest score because I was against Sora, and I was like, "There's no way." So like instead of just playing to like do gnarly tricks and win the heat,
Yeah.
I play to like skate, do my tricks, land my tricks, and like maybe win, or if I don't win, get second and do like the 2 top highest scores.
Yeah, the wild card kind
And
of. Yeah.
literally that happened. I get second place on the heat and then first place on the highest scores. And I'm like, okay, that's what I need. you know?
Yeah. So
Definitely.
that's good to know. Like you have to strategize compared to like who you get partnered up with in those heats.
Yeah.
And so you see Sora, you're like, okay, he does back 180 fakey 5 the wrong way. You're like,
No, these happen because I learned because a couple street leagues ago, I don't know where he was, but I was against or Netsuki or Sora again, and I was playing to win the heat, and I fall because I was trying like some like difficult tricks, and like I was like, oh damn, next time I should like play safer and go to second
You
place.
learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I learned it, I played, and it worked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that again.
Yeah, exactly.
But not every skater. I mean, I guess most of the skaters are, strategizing. I feel like some aren't though, right? Some are just kind of going out there and skating.
Yeah, there's some skaters that go there and they don't study as much as others. They go there, they have fun, they
Right.
skate, they kill it. And there's other skaters that go there with already a plan and
Right.
like they know the runs and the tricks. There's like, I respect both.
Sure.
I do both. Sometimes I study so much and it goes so wrong, and sometimes I don't study at all and I let just my skate be on the day and just see what he's working and it goes better. It kind of depends.
It's
Not
funny
to
because like
overthink
that can happen in the streets too. It's like
Oh, for
sometimes if
days.
I'm going to go to this spot, I'm going to do this trick, I'm going to film this. I'm going to have I'm calling 4 photographers, 5 filmers. I'm going to get every angle pot, and then you whiff it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do this.
Meanwhile, you get there, you're like, oh, I didn't know it was like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But
But then-
spot's way gnarlier in real
But
life.
then if
yeah.
you're just kind of like letting it freestyle, you go to a spot and boom, you get the trick.
Exactly. Sometimes like the less pressure you put on yourself, the better, because you can destroy yourself sometimes, and you don't even realize because you're so like into it, and sometimes you don't even realize.
And the crowd doesn't matter to you. You do.
I don't even listen to them honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because like sometimes like I'm watching the contest or even when I land a trick, I realize like everybody's screaming, but I didn't even like listen anything.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's almost like you blank them out too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
you black
Yeah.
out on
Black
everything.
out on everything.
Are you
So
talking to your
interesting.
brother or anything about what tricks to try? Are you kind of like, do you have a coach or anything on the sidelines that you're talking to?
I don't really have a coach, but I love to bring my brother. Like he's been coming more often now because he was doing his thing also in Portugal. He was so busy. but now he's have a little bit more time, so he's been coming to some street leagues with me, and it definitely helps me so much. Because sometimes I get into my head a lot, and like he just knows me so well to be like, hey, like stop trying that. Just, and he knows my tricks too, and he knows my skills. Like just try these instead of that, and I'm like, okay, that actually works.
He's like a twin brother, right?
Yeah, he's my twin.
Does he
brother.
ever go out there for you and try to skate?
Yeah, I already
Just
have a
say-
couple times.
He's all right.
One
Who-
time
which
I did like this switch line, you know, but it was never.
Oh, is he but
Yeah, I'm
different?
goofy. He's regular.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Are you left-handed? or
I'm left-handed. And
He's
he's
right-handed?
right-handed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That is so crazy. And exactly born the same time.
I'm actually Gabriel right now.
I knew something was off. I knew something was off. No, but born the same. Who's older?
I'm older 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it weird? I know we're just totally switchy, but is it weird having some like a brother that close to you?
I'll say no, but I never had
You know,
He doesn't
the other
really
experience.
difference.
So like for me, like it was
normal.
no, like, and honestly, it was amazing just because I had always somebody to skate with. He's an amazing skater. We started at the same time. We went to the same school. We did pretty much everything together. So like to be able to have always someone with me
Yeah.
is just the best. You know, like you always want to have the homie, and
course.
we have the homies, but like when the homies are not there,
He's
we have
always
each
there.
other.
Yeah.
You know,
were
so
you
like,
ever battling
super
for
dope.
like, dude? Like
it's
you
so
gotta-
funny because like we don't battle for anything.
Well, you
We're
guys
like
have a
different
different,
stance though too.
but you have different tricks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you guys aren't. He's not doing tricks.
He's not doing tricks.
He does.
But
There's
that's not. His, he's not
Yeah, but that's not his trick.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
We,
But he
yeah,
can
we
do
have
it.
different styles, definitely. Like, he's so powerful. Like, he just dropped this part on the Santa Cruz video, and if you guys didn't watch, you guys should watch. It's insane. It's gnarly.
When did you drop it? Just recently?
Just came out a
He
couple
dropped
weeks
it
ago.
like
Oh yeah.
2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It's like so
JC
good. The
will
last
find
trick
it.
is like
Oh, really?
crazy.
Do you guys ever like when you were kids? Did you ever like hey, do this for me and say you're me or something?
No, because we were on the same school and on the same class. So like after like 2 days with us, you're gonna know who's Gustavo and Gabriel.
But you never did that in your entire life.
Oh yeah, we already done couple things.
I'm like, come on, man. That's like the superpower you guys have. You gotta utilize.
I mean, one time, a couple of years ago, I was already living in LA, and I went to Portugal for a few weeks, and I bought a new phone, and he stayed with my old phone. And he wanted to change for a new phone and just pay a little less, but he needed to bring my passport and all of these and be me to like get the new phone. So he goes to the shop, he shows the documents, Gustavo, yeah, I'm Gustavo. Everybody believed, of course. And then the guy that was like talking with him, she was a fan of me. Because this was in Portugal. So she was tripping inside, but she was not saying anything. To the point that like in the middle, like she changed with another guy, and the guy was like, okay, like my partner, like she's like obsessed with you. She wants a photo with you. She wants your autograph, like your signature.
yeah.
And my brother's like, oh, for sure, like just tell her to come, like we take a photo. And like Gustavo, like no way, like I'm such a big fan. And my brother was like, yeah, like no worries, like it's all good. And then like it was just funny because like he got the new phone, being me, and then
Yeah.
on top like the girl that was doing all of that was a fan. And like didn't even realize that was my brother.
Wow.
You know, it's so funny. When he told me that, I was like, no.
That's
It just so happened to happen on that day, and that girl was there. Yeah, that's amazing.
that's pretty awesome.
So that's rad, though. That's rad that you guys do all that stuff. But going back to the street league stuff, you enjoy it, obviously. Like it's fun. You win. You've won a couple. You won the Super Crown, which is like the big one.
Yeah.
How
Crazy.
is that? That's a crazy feeling.
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
funny because like every single street league or a contest, but more street leagues, I get so nervous. Like if you watch me before, I'm like, like I can.
How are you not shake like your feet? Like if I'm nervous, my feet are
Yes.
shaking.
No,
I can't even ollie.
I don't feel my legs. Like I walk to the course, like we have 5 minutes practice. I don't feel my legs.
Really?
Yeah, but then like you get into a mood that is like it just starts to work. But like the 5-10 minutes before is the worst.
You've skated the course though. You've practiced.
Yeah,
You've skated.
that's what I say earlier. It's just all mental.
Right.
It's literally all mental. Like you don't like if you're ready mentally, you're ready. So, and sometimes I feel really ready mentally and it goes so well. And there's so many times that like when I'm not feeling it, some stuff doesn't work.
So interesting.
It's
dude.
actually crazy how mind can like kind of controls it all.
Do you do anything to kind of set the tone? Like, do you meditate or do anything like?
I just like to breathe.
Okay.
You know, like breathe work. You know, it helps a lot. And I just like put phones and I don't talk with anybody.
Yeah.
Like if you try to talk to me, I'm just gonna be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I don't
You're
talk.
locked
It's so weird. Like if you talk to me, you might think, damn, this guy is so rude. But I'm just like trying to like calm myself and be like so focused. But it's funny because like then like I go into a run and I'm like a different person because like people like so many like friends like comes to me after a contest and like, bro, like I thought that you're gonna like do so bad how you're acting before, and then like you just go in there, you like looked a different person. And like I don't know how like I can explain, but it's just like it just changed in the moment, you know. Like I'm like, okay, like let's do it.
Has it always been like that when like in contests and
Yeah,
like, when you
like
first
since
started
I was a
skating?
little kid, like I was kind of good at contests, you know. Like I remember my first contest was when I was 6 with my brother. My brother won and I got thirds, and we got this little medal, and I'm like, damn, like I need.
You got a little gold medal?
Yeah, like not gold, but like
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
plastic.
yeah.
They're like, damn, like we need not need, but like I want to have these feeling more often. You know, I want to have like, oh, like
Yeah.
medal, like you know.
So you said you entered a contest at 6 years old. What
That was the
what age did you start skating?
4.
At 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, me and my brother.
What? Okay, you.
What year were you born?
2001.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you say you started skating at 4, were you? When did you try to learn a trick? At 4?
Immediately.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But did your parents have like an idea what was going on with skating? You guys just picked it up out of nowhere.
No, it was random because none of my dad, my grandfather, nobody skates. Nobody. My uncle like longboards and like bodyboard surfs, you know, but he doesn't really skate. But he kind of likes it, so like he randomly like gave us a board on the Christmas. So we were about to turn 5, we still 4, and then I remember when we turned 5 in March, I landed the first pop shove it, and my brother pop shove it too, and we have videos, and like
At 5 years old.
5 years old,
That's pretty cool.
and then my parents just put us in a skate school.
Skate school?
Yeah. But it was just not a skate school. It was just like
Like
you
a
go-
daycare?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like you go there and like you hang out with the kids, like the teacher like teach you some stuff. It's like for the summer, you know.
It's like they watch you. at
Yeah,
the
it's
park.
not
Yeah.
actually
Like a
like a
YMCA
skate
deal.
school.
Right. Okay.
Like I heard like in Finland there's this actually skate school, right?
Dude,
Probably.
Ossie was telling me something about it this
no,
week,
they
and
did
they're like,
they did a piece on that. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's
That's
like they've
insane.
got a school, then they got a skate park, a bowl.
I
They got a
know.
whole thing there. It's crazy.
that's-
Where at?
Finland.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like
That's super sick.
it's
I forget what it's called.
Norway too. I don't know.
There's one called Briggereets in Malmo, Sweden.
Malmo, Sweden.
That's
That
right.
might be the one that I'm thinking of, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Was it an indoor park or one or an outdoor
though.
one?
Indoor.
Indoor?
There's probably maybe outdoor too. You know, like
Yeah.
Finland's cold.
I saw one park. What is it? George? Isn't he from out there?
George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are you guys from the same town? Kind
He's
of.
from the north. I'm from the center.
Oh,
So he's like,
okay.
but like Portugal is so small that like, from me to George, it's like 2 hours by car,
Oh, okay.
and
so not
like
too
I'm
far.
literally like off the country there.
I think this is one that I'm talking about. This is in I don't know where this one is. Malmo, Sweden. But they have a full skate
Oh,
park.
I've seen this. This is dope.
You seen that? Yeah. I think we talked about it on the
We
show
did.
one time.
We did.
But
This is
library,
literally the dream of all the kids. You know, like just having like a skate school.
Yeah.
right? I mean, after math, you're
I
gonna go
would've loved
skate.
that.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like, fuck
Wait.
yeah.
That's insane. So they actually have school and then you skate there?
Yeah, it's a real
Yes.
school.
What?
It's like a skate school, and then like when there's a break between classes, you just go skate. You know, like 20 minutes, you just go skate.
What?
Here's a skate. They got a full bowl there. It's incredible.
And then I think do you actually have like skate lessons?
that I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
either,
not
but
sure.
like
it's been a while since I've
they
seen
should for sure.
I'm sure.
That's what I thought you
there's
just
something
meant.
incorporated.
I thought
Yeah.
you just meant you go to like, it's like skate
No,
camp.
it's actually a skate
Yeah.
school. Like you skate in there inside the school.
Like
and you
this
have
is
classes.
their gymnasium, like as far as like a basketball court. Like this is like a
This-
basketball court.
Exactly.
They just had a vert alert there, I think. They just had that a vert alert. Oh shoot. I'm
Malmo's
sorry,
got some
Jason.
stuff. They did that Love Park stuff too. That whole setup there.
Like,
Bro,
watch
I don't
these.
even know if I could do that though. I mean, I'm in math class and I just want to go skate. There's a skate park right there. And I don't want to learn. I don't care about division. I don't want to learn long division right now.
That's pretty
awesome.
tight.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just so interesting. The street league.
Well, sorry.
To me, it's like the consistency. I mean, you're down on the course too. Do you trip out also on like what is going on the course, or
Like-
are you just kind of like? What I'm saying is like Nyjah, how he skates, and Felipe, and all these people that are just, Braden Hoban, you know.
Oh, he's the best.
But like,
I love him.
You're
so
just like
much
watching the best skateboarding
in the world. Yeah.
And they're landing everything first, second try. That's got to be a little like, fuck.
Honestly, like, and I'm not even lying. Sometimes like I don't even see anything, cause like sometimes I'm like my biggest rival, and like sometimes I'm so focused like on my tricks that I don't see what's going on around. You know, like. Sometimes I'm pressuring so much myself and so focused like what I'm failing or what I'm landing and what I need to change, and I don't even see what is going on. Sometimes I get home and I watch like the Eddie that's really posed and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, you know, like I don't even see. And even on the contest, because I'm so like nervous and like trying to calm myself down, that like I don't see nothing, you know.
But
like,
even on like the Nyjah stuff, like when the last one, because you knew you had to get a 9.5. So you were paying attention then.
Yeah,
though.
in the contest, I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
Like I know what is going on, but like in practice, when I see like when everybody's going off, sometimes I'm not even really paying attention. Like I can hear and see, but
You
like
got Jocelyn flying over there. You got Nyjah grinding.
yeah,
over
but sometimes
there.
just like I don't know, like I rather to like focus on like what I'm doing
Yeah.
and just like be in the moment, because like nowadays we only have one practice. It's not a lot, and like you fly, you sleep, you wake up. We only have one practice for like 4 hours. Is a good amount of time.
Used to be 2 days, right?
It used to be.
It depends on where the event is. Sometimes.
Sometimes it's 2
It
days.
used to be 2
but
days, yeah.
But dude, I trip out gnarly how you guys. Dude, I mean, I can skate for a little bit nowadays, but even in my heyday, like you skate one day and you're cooked the next day. You would have to go, especially the Olympic qualifiers, you would have to go for like 3 or 4 days.
I'm about to go to Rome, and the contest starts on the 9th. I'm going. The first practice is on the 6th, so we have like 4 days of practice.
Yeah, but they're gnarly though
crazy.
with practice though. You have scheduled times that you can only do it though, right?
Yeah, we have like an hour practice every day. So like it's pretty much street league. We have 1 day, but it's 4 hours, and then on World Skate we have 4 days, but 1 hour each.
But I guess like if you're just skating for an hour, right? You're not skating the park all day.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
so you got like in those 4 days you got 4 hours of skating pretty much,
Yeah.
right? It's not that much.
Yeah, but
in
you also like
reality.
skating around, going like on the city or like on the skate park on the back.
Oh, do you do like filming missions and stuff when you're out there, or
It already happened. It depends on the content. If it's something really important, I probably won't.
Right.
You know, if it's something like for fun, like it already happened.
Did you? Because you went to both Olympics.
Yeah.
Now the regimen for the Olympics was like pretty. A lot of the skaters are like, "This is the only thing I'm doing. This is the only thing I could focus on." There's like a lot of different contests to get into the Olympics and qualify and all that stuff. Or were you in the same boat? Were you just like, all I'm focusing on is this. I cannot see anything else.
Not really, but kind of.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
I was definitely like focused on the Olympics. It's something like really, really big. It's something that doesn't happen every year. Something that just happened a few years ago.
That's right.
And in my opinion, it helped skateboarding because there's more money, there's more like eyes on top of it, there's more people wanted to do it.
You think you felt a difference from the Olympics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so much. Like, and I'm Portuguese. Even in Portugal, I go like nowadays to a skate park and it's impossible. Like you can't skate. It's packed. You know, and 8 years ago or like 7 years ago, 6 years ago, like 5 years ago, you don't see that.
That's interesting.
And like nowadays you see like, I don't know like about here because like I only live in California for like 4 or 5 years, but in Portugal is such a big difference. And like I see like they like, I mean, I'm a fan of skateboarding and I'm glad that skateboarding is growing. In the beginning so many people talk bad about it,
Right.
and like it's on you. Like I like both people can have both opinions, you know. Like I don't disagree with you. I have my opinion, you have yours. Like I respect both, but I don't see why it was bad.
I'm on the fence. I don't know if it was necessarily bad, but like, but also you around here, it's the skate parks like Starbucks now. They're on every fucking block.
Yeah.
So the skaters are spread out, right? In Portugal, it might be like a little bit more compact, maybe less skate parks.
Yeah,
that
like
you can go to. I don't know.
like 6 years ago, we had maybe 3 skate parks. Nowadays, we have like 10.
Okay.
But there's no indoors yet. So like I actually used to have a private skate park that was the only indoor, but it's not open. Like we closed because the state gave it to me to practice for the Olympics.
What?
Yeah, that was so sick.
hold on.
That's
You got a
pretty
whole
amazing.
skate park to yourself? They
Yeah,
closed the thing down for you?
So in 2020, right before, 2019, sorry.
Oh yeah, you're good.
2019, almost close to the Olympics. I emailed the Portuguese state and like, hey, like I'm Olympic athlete, blah blah blah. I'm gonna compete on the Olympics. There's no indoors. It rains a lot in Portugal. Like, can we manage something? And I had no answer. And then I talked with Red Bull, and then Red Bull has so many connects. And I guess Red Bull talked with somebody that somebody talked with somebody, and we guess they gave us a warehouse, like a gnarly warehouse. And we built a skate park, and we had the skate park for like almost 2 years. But it was amazing because it was during COVID.
Okay.
So everybody was locked in a home, and I was literally every day in my skate park.
Damn.
What?
It was
What about the timing
crazy.
of that,
So
right?
fucking-
It was.
Big,
I was
dude.
literally almost living there. So I had my like gaming area. I had my
What?
Yeah, I have videos on my phone. I can even send you guys after. But like I had my gaming area. I had the gym there. I had the barbecue area. I had a gnarly, massive skate park, so
so
big.
sick.
And nowadays I look behind. I'm like, damn, such a good. Like nowadays I don't have. I want to build a skate park.
This
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, this is it.
Look at that.
It was so big, bro. Like it doesn't look, but the warehouse was massive.
So
How did you-
did Red Bull pay for all
Ooh.
this?
Yeah, Red Bull for
park?
Yeah, Red Bull pay for
I mean,
everything.
shout out to
No,
energy
shout out to Red
drinks.
Bull. So
Did
good.
how did you design this whole thing? Did you have someone come in and kind of just build it out?
Yeah, so like I know some people in Portugal that for a while, and they built skate parks too. So like we all put it together and we done it. It was pretty sick.
So
It
Dude.
looks fun, man.
Yeah.
It looks spread out too.
Yeah,
It
we
does look
actually
great.
like built this skate park thinking about a project that we were gonna do with Red Bull, but it didn't make it happen because
Okay.
of the COVID and everything.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
why,
look at
why
that
did
bump
it,
to bar.
why did it end?
Because then the Olympics ended, and they're like
okay.
nowadays kind of like something like a place to save books. Like it's not a library, like a public library, but
Like
like
a
they
storage.
yeah, like for like I don't know if it's the government, like something I don't know,
Hmm.
but like I heard there's
History
like
books like
yes,
from like the past?
yeah, I don't know, something about it, like
Interesting.
yeah. I was like, damn, from a skate park to that.
Archive.
Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, I don't know if the. I guess my question is, if the Olympics was good for skateboarding, why isn't skateboarding thriving right now? Because skateboarding's kind of in this slump, right?
I
So that's the whole
know.
thing, right?
I know.
Yeah, but I mean, when you say that, a lot of things are in the slump right now.
This is
Yeah.
true.
So
This is
it's
true.
not just one thing in particular, but skateboarding is not in the best
Listen,
place.
I guess at the end of the day, if a couple kids saw skateboarding in the Olympics and they went and got a skateboard, that's a win. You
Yeah.
know, right?
But I just think
don't
it's
know.
like skateboarding is bigger than ever.
Mm.
But the only thing is the world is like the economy. It's bad.
Sure.
You know, it's not just
Yeah.
for skateboarding. Like the world is kind of bad right now, and it kind of affects us. You know, but I feel skateboarding grow. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
there's more people. But yeah, there's this part that like port companies is kind of like struggling. Shoes companies are struggling. Like everybody's
Yeah,
struggling.
yeah.
But then the culture keeps going up.
Yeah.
But then like nobody buys, you know, like everybody asks, brands send it, you know, so like at the end of the day, like it gets tough to everybody.
It's cool from your perspective, like being in Portugal and seeing, like you said, like 6 years ago from like skate parks, they weren't really popping. And now like, you're like, dude, like something's happening. You know what I mean? So maybe you're inspiring that. Obviously, I would say you're a big part of that probably, but that's cool to see because we don't, for us, like there's so many skate parks, like Chris was saying, like, I think we're just like numb to it because like we just think we see skaters everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like growing in the U.S. Well, I'm sure it is, but it's cool for you to see it like real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see
Yeah,
that it
yeah,
has.
Yeah,
growing.
because like you guys also like here in California is so big in skateboarding. Like here's like like the skateboarding is from here in a
Right.
way, you know. So like always since forever there was like so many skaters here. And, like Portugal, like it's so small, such a small country. Like we never had like a lot of skaters, and I was not one of the first at all, but like I was like one of the beginning kind of where it started, and I know like what skateboarding was back
Sure,
then, like
yeah.
in 2010, 2009.
I love that back then.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of all my life, you know. Like
for sure.
my
His back then, yeah.
my dad opened like a skate shop.
No way, really?
Yeah, he created like skate contests, and I know how it used to be, and I know how it is now,
Right,
and I
right.
see such a big
That's
difference.
crazy.
Like
yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like maybe here you guys can really tell because it was always like kind of popping in
Yeah,
a way,
yeah.
but like me that I came from like nowhere, I see like
Yeah.
a big difference.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout
it's
out to
it's the
everybody in
best.
Portugal that's skating. over
Yeah,
there.
shout out to Portugal.
Did you get how did you get like sponsored? Because did you grow up in like the sponsor me tape era, or you just like posting stuff on Instagram? Because that's what I feel like everyone kind of saw you was doing wild tricks on Instagram.
So actually, the first like no sponsor me tape era.
Yeah, I
Definitely
didn't think
not.
so for some reason.
But I created this video project, me and my brother, when we were 15 or 14. A video part together in the streets. But like I had my part and my brother had his parts. And I remember my dad was sending to everybody in Portugal. But my dad was already working in the skate culture there. So he knew already like the team manager from like World Industry, DC, whatever, all these brands. So like after we filmed that, like he kind of like sent to some people, and people like knew us because we were like the skateboarding twins, you know, like there's not a lot of twins. So like people in
It's a
Portugal.
good marketing.
There is
ploy
no
right there,
twins,
yeah.
is there?
Ryan, they used to.
Well, the Descenzos maybe.
They're
no,
not
but
twins.
they're not twins.
Yeah, but they're close enough.
Yeah.
Don't
But
they?
he used to have like the skateboarding twins. But like
the ATL
nowadays,
twins.
yeah, but nowadays
The
some
ATL twins.
Yeah,
Hell
the
yeah,
ATL
dude.
twins.
I brought this up
they're
the other
doing
day.
something. I
Hell
think
yeah.
like golf or I don't know. They're doing something or
Who?
tennis, like the skateboarding twins. Like they stopped skating to do something.
Skateboarding twins.
I've
I don't
never heard
even
of the
know. Yeah,
skateboarding
I don't know.
twins.
If you put like skateboarding twins on YouTube, you guys are gonna know. You guys are gonna
Okay.
find out. They're kind of like quite famous.
So
like,
your
I
dad
think he's
was
talking about the ATL twins.
your dad was already getting into it because you guys were into it, so he was getting
yeah.
into
So
it,
pretty
right?
much when we like my parents when we were like
Oh,
6.
the Brunner twins.
Oh yeah, what the
Runners.
fuck?
The
Like,
Brunner twins.
Yeah.
ripping.
Look at these little guys.
What are they doing
Brunner
now?
twin. I don't
They're the
know.
Brunner twins.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about them is that they're like,
That was kind of the only ones.
yeah, no, but it's like when you get to know them, it's kind of like probably like you and your brother. Like
You know who they are.
They're so different personality wise, but they're so like you know what I mean. So it's I think of them as just like brothers. not
Damn, I
just
grew
twins.
up watching this video. That's great that I'm
That
watching
is so
this.
So wait, what are they doing now?
I
They're-
think, but I'm not sure. But nothing to skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah, they're
No,
not
they
skating.
skate. They still skate.
Yeah, they skate,
but
but
they're not, like,
doing
sponsored.
anything with it.
When
Yeah,
these
yeah.
kids were coming out, I mean, Ty Evans filmed this, right? I think this is a video that Ty filmed,
Yep.
right? We were
Yeah.
going skating with these kids all the time, and yes, back then you're like, okay, these kids, they're gonna be on Plan B, they're gonna be whatever, the biggest companies, right? Because they're so fucking good.
They were
and they're
so
little kids
good.
like that. They have this little twin aspect to them, but I don't know if it just didn't happen for him. Or
No, Pierce got a board.
he got a bar.
Yeah, recently
just-
within the last year.
For who?
Damn, what's that company called? It's one I think.
I just thought
Corey
they were.
Duffel.
I thought they're going to be on big companies. That's
well, they
what
were
I'm
on
saying.
Expedition. That was pretty big.
I thought they were going to be on big companies. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just-
Wow. All right. Settle down,
Kelly,
dude.
come on. No, but you know what I mean.
No, but
No,
they kind of like they got jobs and they're doing their thing and
Yeah.
they're in Orange County still.
as
like,
a lot of skaters have to get jobs,
Yeah.
man. They're good kids though.
No,
You know?
shout out to
Great
them.
kids, yeah.
They inspired me and my brother so much.
That's dope.
So you and your brother made a video.
Yeah, we made a
You guys
video.
had each
It was just
parts.
like a small video part, like 2 minutes each. And we are kind of like sending to some brand and we end up getting into World Industry and like these like locals like boards brand. And then later on, my dad built a skate shop in a boards brand. And
Wow.
we were like 8 years old and I had my pro model and my brother had his pro model. So like they used to call me like close friends Gugu
Okay.
and to my brother Gaga.
Goo Goo Gaga.
Goo Goo Gaga. Yeah. And
A noise a baby would make.
yeah,
Goo Goo
like
Gaga.
the first word I said was Goo Goo.
And your brother Gaga?
And
No,
I'm
no, that's
Gustavo,
not true.
and
That's not
I
true.
swear.
That's not true. There's no way. There's no way.
That's a conversation you gotta call my mother. And ask,
Really?
yeah,
She's gonna back
she
that
said-
100%. Okay.
So like I was Goo Goo, he was Gaga. So my dad, like when he built this board company, like I had a board that was Goo Goo, and then my brother bought Gaga.
Wait a minute.
That's
So
amazing.
your dad turned you pro.
Yeah, I mean, I could say I was pro when I was 8 years old, but like, it didn't really happen, you know. That was kind of like,
It was a fun thing.
yeah. If my
okay,
dad,
okay,
like,
okay.
he didn't really understand skateboarding at the time. Like, oh, like, I'm gonna sponsor my son.
We're
He's
gonna
gonna
get- yeah,
get
we're
me
gonna
a
get him
board
on
and
board.
them.
supporting, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So like he built this like skate shop, this board company, and then he created the national championship in Portugal. That still's going on.
Really?
By
No.
today.
Wait, what was the shop called? First of all,
Skate House.
Skate House.
Skate House.
And then he created the national. What was it called?
The brand.
Yeah.
The
Oh no,
contest.
the contest.
Calls League nowadays Liga Pro,
Okay.
but before it was Carnaxide Street Challenge. Carnaxide was where we grew up. It's
Okay.
a town. And then the boards company called Portugal Dax.
Portugal. You had a whole empire going
It
on
was
over
crazy.
there. Wow.
My dad just liked to like
He was doing shit.
just yeah.
Well, dude, that's amazing because some people they can
No,
support
you-
their kids,
no,
but they're
no,
like
no.
literally supporting
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
like,
No, my
Wow.
parents, like my mother and my dad, they were such a big supporter since day one.
How big is your town that you grew up in? Like
My town,
your town.
maybe like 50,000,
So small,
Yeah,
on the
maybe
smaller
less.
on the smaller side.
maybe less.
Okay.
Can I just make sure?
Please go ahead. What's it called? We can Google it right here.
Okay, Carnaxide.
Oh.
Carnaxide.
That's a hell of a name.
Carnaxide, Portugal.
So let's see here.
Actually,
Is
I
that
have
it
no
right there? Is that
idea.
beautiful?
Yeah,
That's a
Carnaxide.
beautiful place, man.
Yeah, that's literally where I grew up.
Population in 2011 was 25,000.
25,000.
that was 2011.
2011.
Yeah, maybe now like 40,
Maybe more,
50,000.
But growing up,
yeah,
it's very small.
very
So
small.
I can see how like a
It's still
parent could.
so small. I feel like I mean, I live there, but I go a lot to Portugal, and I go there and I know everybody. It's crazy.
walk into
Right.
the deli.
Like even
you
like
walk
when I
into
say everybody, I'm saying like 70 years old people that
Oh,
I'm
really?
going to a cafe and I know them since I'm a little
you
kid.
get discounts
Wow.
and stuff when you go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But I can see how an a parent in a small town would create something around their children's hobbies, right? To go support them, right? Making boards and creating a contest.
Yeah,
circuit and
my
stuff.
dad is actually an architect,
Oh wow.
and but at that time the work was kind of like really low. So like, oh, like what can I do on top of that? Oh, my sons love skateboarding. Let's maybe get into the business, and he just kind of started, you know,
Did you get on Jart after?
right after. Yeah.
Okay. So did your pro status just jump right over to Jart, or did you have to start from scratch?
Yeah, I started from the scratch.
And I know I'm not pronouncing it. It's Yart, right? It's not Jart, or is it Yart?
It's Jart.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it
Jart.
was Yart.
Because it's Jart is a Spanish brand, and in Spain they say Yart. But like in Portugal, like everywhere in the world,
They
we're
say
gonna call it Jart.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what does Jart mean?
I think it's
know.
just a name.
Just a name?
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's just a name.
Yeah.
But in Spain, Jart is like a big brand.
Oh,
it's like huge,
the,
right?
Yeah, it was the biggest in Europe for a while. I don't know if it still is, but like maybe it still is. But it was like the biggest in Europe for like years.
How did you get hooked up with them? Obviously, you guys are getting better and better and better. You created the video, like you said, at 15.
Yeah, so I was on DC at the time in Portugal, DC Portugal, and the team manager from DC Portugal, he's a skateboarder and also architect that builds all the skate parks from Portugal. It's pretty fun.
Right.
And he used to be sponsored by Jart. He used to like be hooked up by Jart. He knew the team manager. They used to send boards to him, and I was receiving like boards from my dad. But it was kind of like the point that like, okay, let's maybe like do something, like,
Right.
because it was good to start and you guys be better, but like you should have like a better sponsor. So França, there's the guy talked with the team manager from Jart, like, oh, there's this kid from Portugal, he likes the boards, like, could you like send some boards? They're like, yeah, for sure. And then I guess I started rocking Jart and started skating. He saw my videos. They were like, oh, like, let's put him on the team.
What about your brother?
He was skating for Element.
Oh.
So he got sponsored by Element at
Europe
the time.
Element?
Portugal.
Portugal. Oh,
Yeah,
they had,
Portugal.
They had
Yeah, so,
actual
like-
Element in Portugal.
Yeah, so pretty much in there, like, you got to go, like, let's say, like, in this case, like, Element Portugal, and then eventually go to Element Europe, and then
Right.
eventually Element US. It's a
Right.
long way.
It's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So then you were on. And were you...
I was not on immediately. So
No.
it took me, like, 2 years to get in, actually, the team, because I got in Jart when I was, like, 13 or 14, something like that, like,
okay.
really young. And maybe I got on when I was 15. Right before I win Tampa, I got on. So I was on the team flow for 2 years, and then I got on the team. But AM
After
team.
you won Tampa, you got on the team.
Before.
Or before?
Before.
Tell us the Tampa story, because like winning Tampa Am is like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the most, that's the gnarliest contest.
I know, and I honestly, like, I'm so surprised that I done it, because, like, for me, to these days, the hardest contest that I've been on. The
Seriously?
hardest. Yeah.
Well,
What year was
everybody's,
that?
it's such a savage,
Huh?
dude. Everybody's on it.
What year was that?
2017. I was 16.
Wow, yeah. Oh, I judged that one. But yeah.
Did
like,
you?
Yeah, because was
Damn.
that
I heard he didn't give you a good score.
fucking one? But like was that when, sorry, it's hard to remember all the different years
Yeah,
from
yeah.
it, but like, was that the year that you got bumped up into going to, did they have a street league deal going on at that point?
Yep.
So that's
That
what
was how I almost got in Street League, because I didn't make into Street League that year. I missed my chance.
Wait.
Yeah.
The year that you won, or the year before?
So whoever wins Tampa Am here
Yeah.
has the chance to go to the Pro Open, not
Okay.
to the league, to the Pro Open. So I got my chance to go to the Pro Open
I got you.
Yeah.
To try out for
to
the
try
street
out,
league. Okay,
and then on the Pro Open I didn't make it,
right.
so I couldn't be on the league for like a full year.
Now you were saying that the Tampa Am was the hardest
Yeah.
because listen,
100%.
anybody that doesn't watch Tampa Am, it's insane. The amount of every kid there is just hungry and they just go, and it's like a feeding frenzy over there, man.
Yeah,
it's
like-
crazy.
I know pretty much everybody already, not everybody, but a lot of the skate population went to Tampa. If they did and they should.
Yeah,
But it's just crazy because like all the young generation is literally there. Everybody. It's like 2 days of qualifiers, like 400 people.
they're all fighting.
It's
for that
so
spot.
hot inside. The ramps are humid, so slippery. Like you can barely, each trick attempt that you like on practice, you take like 5 minutes because there's like people going everywhere.
As soon as somebody kicks up on the deck, everybody drops
No,
in.
it's
and
crazy.
It's, like, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I used to go skate there like at night, so I had like some hours because during the days it was impossible. You couldn't like literally practice. It was crazy. It was literally so scary, and it was like dangerous because you could get hurt.
Yeah.
Because people like don't care, just go. So I normally go at night, skate there, and almost went till it closed. But the year that I won was actually crazy because I barely didn't make it semis. I make semis in last place.
Oh, you got 30th or something?
30th.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
30th on
Look.
the year that I won. It was insane.
Here you are, man, celebrating with some. That must be Martinelli's, right? Apple juice.
Nope.
No, that was I think that was actually champagne. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, they always ask me, I do it, and I'm not doing that. I can't do it, dude.
It's Martinelli's.
Was this
man.
your first time in the States at this point?
No, it was my second time because I went the year before to Tampa, and I didn't make it to the semis.
Okay.
I kind of like fall.
Did that change anything for you when you won the Tampa?
Oh yeah, like I started my career pretty much
That's when it
there.
happened.
You know, like
Right.
everything kind of started changing there because like not a lot of people knew me. I had like maybe like 20,000 followers or like maybe less. I don't even
I
remember.
love
but,
how
like,
you compare the like yeah.
I don't even
no, it's
remember,
true,
but like
though.
I remember I
Yeah.
barely had like followers to the point that like, cause like imagine like for me that I'm coming from Portugal, like the only way that I have to people know me or is like dropping so many video
Right.
parts or just posting
stuff on the internet. Yeah,
stuff on social
that's
media.
true.
So like that was kind of my way to like people. I remember like having 14, 15 years old, like DMing P-Rod, Shane on you, like
Shut
no with
up.
my videos, like please check these, like you're my favorite skater.
Did any of them respond?
I already like showed that DMs to some of them for sure. to like Jocelyn, so many DMs to Jocelyn. Like nowadays, we're
No.
such a good homies. And
You show them, you're like, dude, I was.
you already
You never
laugh
even
about
answered my
it.
shit.
Yeah, you left me unread.
Yeah,
man.
no, they even like see at the time,
That's
you know,
amazing.
like
Do you
That's
can you
amazing.
see that though? Looking back to them, they're like, "Who's this fucking younger kid that's hungry as shit that's just trying to like come out?" Like, can you understand that for them maybe? Or no?
I think like I look behind and I think it's funny, you
Yeah.
know, because
it's
at the
funny too.
time like I was not thinking like too much. I was like, fuck, like I love them, like they're like they inspire me, like I'm doing these tricks because of them, because they inspire me so much. I just want them to see, you know, like so. And I never thought they're gonna see, or maybe at the time like I'm gonna be where I am nowadays, you know, like I always imagined that that's a dream that I want to be, but like honestly, I'm from Portugal. Nobody ever became something with skateboarding. I was like, fuck, like it is possible, but it's actually so hard. So I was like, they're probably never gonna see it. So like,
Right.
why not to see it?
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays we like skate together, like, oh.
I love the fact that like you're from Portugal. I always trip on like Vincent Malou's story, right? He grew up with no concrete anywhere around him. He had to go find concrete to skate, and look at him now.
I know,
like you're
it's-
skating
it's
right next to him
insane.
in the highest level
Crazy.
of skateboarding, you know. And here you are, a little kid from Portugal,
I know.
coming from a little town. I love it. It's amazing.
Was there a pro that kind of like reached out to you first and was like kind of like helped you out through stuff?
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple like professional skateboarders like helped me out when I was like a little kid. Like the first person ever I seen in Los Angeles was Micky Papa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I remember like I wanted to come so bad to the US. So bad, like me, like we don't come from like a really rich family. Like our family didn't have a lot of money, and me and my brother used to do so many ads for the TV just to get like money for
Oh, like commercials.
magazines, commercials for the TV. So many, like we done so many back in the day. Like actually
Like
gnarly.
extras, like you're in the background walking.
No,
or
no, no.
something?
Actually, like
We're in the front.
Yeah, they're twins, dude. They're not gonna have a background.
Okay, listen to this. This is actually crazy. We done like a short movie of 1 hour and 20, and every single scene was me and my brother dressing the same, speaking at the same time, same thing. The whole movie.
Somebody made this movie.
Yeah, and the name was like The Truth of the Man.
The Truth of the Men.
Yeah, it was
We
like
gotta
a
Google
Portuguese.
that, man.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna find it because
Really?
it's like so old.
Yeah, but,
you might
JC's
find
a
it.
whiz,
Yeah.
bro. He could find anything.
Yeah, and bro, it was so funny because I still have photos from that shooting, and like we done so much. I don't even remember what I'm.
You're
saying
getting paid
Oh,
for
no,
this
you're
stuff,
getting
right?
paid
the
for this?
Yeah,
commercials.
to get extra
yeah,
work.
to come to the United States
Okay.
because you know like back
But you
the-
met Micky Papa.
back then it was crazy, and then we wanted to be here, but I didn't have money to come. We had money to pay the flight, but not to get a house, to get a
stay.
car. I didn't know a lot of people, so I was just reaching out to like random professional skateboarders, like, hey, I'm Gustavo, I'm these years old, I skate from I'm from Portugal.
I won
skate.
Tampa Am.
Like
Before.
when I started coming, I was coming more solo at the time, but when I started coming, like I was literally like nobody,
And
like
Micky
no
Papa
Tampa.
said, "Yeah, come kick it."
And Micky Papa was literally the only one who was like, hey, Gustavo, you skate so good. I saw your clips. Yeah, just pull up. Here's the address, blah, blah. We're like,
What?
no way. I swear. I probably, if I see these
That is
tags, I still have that.
insane.
And he, like, I shut on my trip. I went to LA. He picked me up at the airport. And it was kind of like Yuto was leaving with Mickey. So I was like, yeah, that was crazy. So it was Yuto, Mickey, Mike, P.O.R.
Mickey's running like a
and,
hostel over there. God damn.
Was it Richie? Was he living there?
No,
No?
Richie was not there.
Oh.
And it was somebody else. I don't
What
remember.
did this pad look like? Was it a big
It was
house?
it was,
or
it was a nice house.
Oh, okay,
So it was
okay.
3 bedrooms.
Okay.
And then Yuto was there, like, because Yuto was kind of like starting to stay more in LA, literally where like he started.
Okay.
And he was staying with Mickey because he was skating for a blind. Mickey was skating for a blind. And then I just randomly DM Mickey and I was staying there too. And it was me and Yuto kind of splitting the living room. So like he had the sofa and I had the back of the sofa, like the ground.
Yeah.
Like nothing. So like I bought like a mattress and we were splitting the.
How long were you staying there for?
For like 2 months,
2
3
months?
months,
Okay.
because Portuguese only can spend 3 months
3
in the
months,
United in the United States. So for like 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
Then I
okay.
go back to Portugal for a few months, come back later, and then one time I came back a few months later. and I was splitting the house with Micky again, and Yuto was still there, and I post like a story, and Yuto was saying like, no space, no space, no space, something like this, but for fun, you know, like just making fun. And then TJ Rogers was following me at the time, and he saw that, and he thought that like it was kind of meaning that there's no space in the house, and you're like, bro, like come to my house, like I have a spare room, just pull up. And I'm like, yo, like I'm down, like at least I have a bed, you know. So like I remember like being kind of like awkward talking with Micky, like I didn't want him to feel like mad at me. I'm like, hey, like TJ just DM me, like he said there is a spare room, like I might just stay a few days in his house.
Oh yeah.
And like, oh, for sure, bro, just go, it's all good. So since then, every time like for the like after like 2 years, I was always spending like time in TJ's house.
Okay, so TJ was like, come over here if there's no space over
yeah,
there.
the nice crib in Huntington. I love Huntington. I grew up by the beach and used to live by the beach. It was pretty sick.
Wow,
it was
And this is
he's a good dude.
Hell yeah. This is all before you got onto Red Bull.
So when I was in TJ's house, I was already on Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because did you get hooked up from them kind of like early on then?
With
Like,
Red Bull,
yeah.
I was about to turn 18, so I was 17 yet.
Oh shit.
Still, I was 17, and then I turned 18. But yeah, I was 17. I started coming here when I was like 15.
Wait a minute, when did you turn pro?
When I was 18.
Okay, so you were on Red Bull before you turned pro.
Yeah.
So you were making money off of Red Bull. They were paying you?
Yeah, but not
Oh,
like
just a
I
little
was.
bit.
They're paying me, but like,
Okay.
back then it was great. You know, I was 17 years old.
I mean, yeah, you needed
know?
to buy food.
Yeah,
and
it was
Okay.
amazing.
How did you get on Red Bull?
He was in the talks for a while since I was like 16, but there's politics with Red Bull because it's an energy drink. Maybe in the United States you can get in when you're 15 or 14, but in Portugal normally it's like when you're 18 because it's an energy drink and there's whatever. So we waited for like almost 2 years to put me on, but they put me when I was 17, almost 18. So like we were in the talks for like 2 years, but like as I said, Portugal is so small that like I was skating, like I had won Tampa. People already knew, like Red Bull needed like a new athlete in Portugal. I was like, oh, like Gustavo can be a good option. Kind of like.
So it's Red Bull Portugal that you started at?
And I'm still on Portugal.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's funny because like Red Bull is a brand, but I feel there's so many different brands because you have Red Bull US, Red Bull Brazil, Red Bull Portugal, Red Bull Spain. So pretty much each athlete is from their country.
But you know what though? I don't know. I've never seen their books or their P&L report, but I'm sure that is beneficial to the skaters in that area because they work off of all these different budgets.
Exactly.
Right.
And,
So if every skater was on a US thing, then maybe the budget wouldn't be there, right? But they divide it up.
yeah, but it's also
I'm
bad
assuming.
for some countries because like Portugal doesn't have the same budgets
We
as
need to
the
get more
US.
people buying some
Yeah.
shit
So, like,
out there.
Yeah.
I would
So,
imagine it's a smaller budget.
It's
for
good
sure.
and bad.
Okay.
For
Okay.
you know, for maybe the US rider is amazing, but like for me, it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter because like the budget from Red Bull Portugal is not the same as the US. Also, like,
but
the
I'm sure
US,
you're still getting a good.
yeah,
you got a good
thank
deal.
thank
Yeah.
Red Bull. Like it's
Now,
amazing.
does that go
No
for all?
complaints
Does
at
that go
all.
for all athletes or just the skaters? You know what I mean? Like so, like for a Red Bull athlete in Portugal, does it go beyond
Like a
skateboarding?
skydiver.
Yeah, like
a
yeah.
wind sailor.
In Portugal,
Yeah.
it's a small team.
Okay.
Yeah, we have one biker, like a marathon.
Yep.
And then me, skater, and then one racer motos, and then one social media guy,
Like an influencer.
2 gamers,
Oh,
and one surfer.
Okay.
That's kind of
interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's
So you're
small.
the only skater amongst all those?
yeah. I'm the only skater, and there's not even like space or
Yeah.
chances to have more. You know, like. As I said, it's a small country, you
Right.
know, but like it's good enough to already like at least have one kind of like of each sport
Yeah.
because it's kind of like popping in Portugal right now. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, dude,
Dope.
the Red Bull trips that you guys do, I saw you guys went to Barcelona
Yeah,
recently.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because like actually, I already been in so many different like skate trips, but the Red Bull trips, they're not just a normal trip.
Right.
Like you go there, you have PT on the sessions.
That's
Like
crazy.
like we're in Barcelona, they literally like book us these like hotel, like they look
Gnarly.
like a castle just for us. Nobody was there. It was just
Seriously?
that Red Bull team.
Wow.
We had like it's just crazy. Like we had like chefs cooking for us every day, like bringing the food to the spots.
Oh yeah,
It was just crazy.
Let me get a chicken sandwich, man. Oh,
Yeah.
we're at Bezos.
No, I love the skate trip that you go skate the whole day, don't eat, and like you have a big meal at night. But it's also good when you go on a skate trip and you get like treated like that. You know, I was like,
No doubt.
yo.
Well, that's weird because
Straight
usually Red Bull events are like pretty specific to one thing. Like, oh, we're doing this one event, but you guys are like filming a video. It sounds like.
So like now, like I don't even know if I should say this, but like we're doing like this project in the streets, and it's gonna come out in like 1 or 2 years, and we're like filming in the streets, and like meantime, like we do these demos on the skate parks, bring everybody like skating different spots, or just go to a DIY, and it's kind of like it's doing amazing. People love it, you know, like people show up, people love it, like to talk with us, like just spend time. It's cool to meet everybody.
Yeah, man.
Damn,
Dude, that's rad, dude.
Yeah, I feel like Red Bull has been the best at doing demos this last couple of years. Because demos, you don't see a lot of companies putting those out there too much. But those Red Bull demos look gnarly.
It's insane. The amount of people that goes are actually crazy. Like you see the videos, like, oh, you expect, but if you're actually there, it was crazy. It was insane. Like, I mean, like I went one with Checkler, like Zion, Foy, Leticia, like all of these big names. Like in Brazil, like Felipe also was there.
I
Like
think that's one we saw. Yeah.
like Lennon, like the rapper, like he's so famous. Like, and we were doing like in Rio and Florianopolis, and like so many people came. Like the dimension of that is insane.
Wow.
Like sometimes you even feel like I'm shy to skate because I have so many people looking at me. Because one thing is like I'm in a contest, I know what I'm doing. Another thing is like you have like an hour to skate.
Demo.
Yeah, like first time you're in the skate park, first time you're feeling the ramps, you gotta skate, and you have like 5,000 people looking at you.
I just do a nose grind and then I go.
Yeah, sometimes
I go talk to the crowd. I go talk to the crowd. You know.
sometimes
That's
I like
yeah.
I get in the park and I'm just like going around for like 20 minutes because I'm not scared, but like I don't really want to like try anything yet, you know.
Yeah. Nervous.
Definitely
a
know
little
that
bit.
for sure.
Damn. So, Jart turned you pro at 17. Then you got the Red Bull thing almost at the same time. I kind of.
Yeah, so like it was
Yeah.
Red Bull first, and then I filmed this part, and when I dropped the parts at the end they say like welcome to the pro team,
Right,
and they like
right.
bring the boards, and it was sick.
And so, I'm sorry. What year was that again?
That was in 2019.
2019.
When I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the Olympic stuff happened. You went to the Olympics, and then another Olympics, and then now fast forward, we're on Thank You.
Yeah.
How? But congrats on that, dude.
Yeah.
Because
Thank
like
you.
straight up a day one song, Tori Pudwell, Danny Yamaguchi, David Reyes. I mean, the team is like stacked.
Yeah, it's
Stellar
legit.
team.
It's great. And plus, you skate for day one song and Tori.
No, I
Pudwell,
grew
dude?
up watching him so bad, you know, like gnarly.
That's
and like
crazy.
to be able to be in their team is just a pleasure.
I mean, we
you
have
know?
your board right here. That Tori, put the graphic on himself and filed it down.
yeah, he
Like
made
that's
that
You
yesterday.
can't even find that online.
That's
There's a
operation. that they got-
one-on-one.
That's operation they got going over
Yeah.
there. Tori's in there putting the graphics on board.
is, man.
How did all this come about, dude?
So I know Tori for a while.
Yeah.
You know, like
Everybody knows.
he's
Tori,
the best.
man.
He's
the
like
best.
one of the sweetest dudes ever. Like he's such like a good person. And like I was still on Jart, and he was like saying like, hey, like one day if you wanna come to Thank You,
It sounds
Always,
like Tori.
That-
Yeah,
Yeah, good
joking,
with
but
that.
like not really joking. And like I eventually like end up the partnership with Jart, and like he found out, and like he was talking with Tom, my manager.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like, hey, like, what's up with Gustavo? I saw, like, he left Jart. Like, he's, like, trying to get on Thank You. And, like, I was down, but I was like, damn, like, I'm in a skate company, like, for so long, and I just left it. Should I just, like, accept something immediately? So, like, I kind of, like, talked with Tori, like, hey, like, I love the brand. I love everything, like, all the skaters. Like, I see myself in it, but I just want to, like, have a few months with anything. I just want to like don't write for anything. I just want to like take my time and like see what I can get from it,
You left Jart without anything.
Yeah,
You just like
yeah.
did you break up amicably? Meaning,
No, like,
did you, was it a clean breakup? Or
Yeah, it was a clean breakup. We had the contract. The contract was kind of like
Okay.
coming like to an end, and like naturally I was like, you know what, like I love you guys. You guys were there since literally day one. Not even day one. Like
yeah.
since forever. And like, and they understand too. You know, like they're kind of waiting in a way, but like they're so respectful. Like good persons. No hate. Like HLC family, the best.
Sure,
like
yeah.
Jart, everybody. And yeah, like we just came to like an end, a good end.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like skating blanks for a while. I mean, I was skating Jarts. Honestly, I was taking the graphic.
You were
because-
saying HLC boards.
Yeah, you know why?
Just-
Because I had my first crisis with the skateboards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What, when
Wait.
you quit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
it
yeah.
never happened in my life because I was skating Jarts since I was 12.
Oh, and you tried to go to you tried to skate other
And I
boards.
quit when, a year ago when I was 23. And this year that came, like the last year until now, was kind of 23, kind of 24 almost. But it was kind of crazy because like I was just trying all of these different shapes, like so many different shapes, and I
do it,
couldn't
dude.
skate anything because I guess I have such a specific shape that like Jart designed it to me since I was a kid, and
You
I
skated the same shape.
I couldn't skate anything. It was crazy. I was like, maybe I can't skate anymore. Maybe like I swear, like if you
totally just ruined
I
everything.
couldn't tray flip, and now it's bad. When I can
Yeah,
tray flip,
bad,
it's
yeah.
bad. Like I just couldn't. You know, the board wouldn't go.
But dude, when you skate a certain board for so long, your feet, the way you body moves, is
dude.
adapted to that board shape.
Yeah.
And so people just like, oh, you can pick up any board and do it. I'm like, nah, not when your body
Some
moves
tricks.
a specific way.
Some
Yeah.
tricks, but like you can't skate.
And I feel like there is a certain type of skater that can adapt to a board, like Andy Anderson, right? He could probably take any board and adapt to
yeah.
it, and certain people like that. But like, I mean, I never changed my board for years.
Yeah.
You know, and
When
then-
you're a technical
it's-
skater like him, it's different with like Gustavo.
Oh,
so
dude.
it's very specific
Yeah.
to what you're skating.
As soon
And
as
I
you
didn't
said
even
board
know about it
crisis.
because like I never happened. Like I never went through that. So like I was kind of like tripping for a while, and I was writing still my Jart boards, taking
Okay.
the graphic out, and eventually like months passed by. And then Tori was always like pressuring me, like, "Yo, what's up, bro? Like, whatever."
Were you
And
looking for other sponsors?
I was not
at the
looking for
time?
it.
No,
Like, I was just like, some people talk. I will talk with some people.
well, because the blank board is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody
Like I
sees
was
the
just,
blank
I was
board,
just
they go,
waiting
"Oh."
to like somebody will
Yeah.
come talk to me. You know, I was not actually looking for any specific brand. You know, like maybe I'll ask some people, but like I was not actually like going for it. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, okay, like I want people to know I don't have a brand.
Sure.
So, but then like I talked with some people, but like it was kind of not it. And then eventually, like Tori was always pressuring me, and like I mean, I love Tori. Like
He's the best.
he's the best, and like I have such a good relationship with him, and I'm sometimes shy, so I don't have like a lot of good like not good relationship, but like super like intense. And
Okay.
with Tori, because like I already travel so much with him, I exactly know how it is, and he know how I am. We have like we can be good
Because you
friends,
go on Red
know?
Bull trips.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And we skate together. Like he's a good friend of Foy. I'm a really good friend of Foy. Like we always skate together. Like it's just good vibes, and things worked out.
Yeah.
I love the team. I love day one,
Oh, dude.
and I'm just glad.
That's
you
amazing,
know?
bro.
Yeah.
Congrats on
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
dude.
I did so much straight flip noseband because of him. You know,
Yeah.
like he was like the videos like with the tables I was supposed
Day
to.
one song? Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
Roundtree.
like 2 tables down
Yeah,
like
gnarly.
stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tray flip noseband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about so with the board crisis scenario, do you skate that same board that you've always had, just put new graphics, or you found the new shape?
So with the new boards, Tori was going through a crisis too.
Oh god.
On the period of time that I'm going. So he's been telling me like, bro, like I tried all of these shapes too. I can skate any of those, blah blah blah. Like, but I finally found my shape. And I was like, okay, well, so let me try your shape. And he gave it to me some of his shapes, and I couldn't skate it. Literally, I couldn't skate it. But that was the only shape that I had, and I was in Portugal. This was few months ago, maybe like 4 months ago. So that was literally the only shape that I had, and I had like 5 boards of that. So I needed to skate that.
What a bummer.
And I was skating for like a month that shape, and I guess now I love it. Yeah.
All it took was a little dedication and a little patience.
And now I skate the same shape as Tori. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's almost a twin tail. Literally, if you see it, it looks a twin tail, but he's
Okay.
not a twin tail.
little bit different. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, so like me and Tori skate the same shape. It's
Isn't that
so
funny,
sick.
man? The one little thing can like mess you up, and then you'd want to go back to the other. It's a little bit of
Yeah.
that patience. You know, you almost have to go into it knowing like, oh, I'm gonna have some bad sessions. I know this.
Oh, I had a lot of bad sessions, but nowadays it works.
It works.
It was worth it, that bad sessions, you know?
Yeah, but you had to, right? You had to come to terms to find a new shape.
Yeah, we need to. And
Yeah.
thank God I was kind of like getting a little frustrated, but I was like, okay, this is going to work eventually.
Is this the shape that you ride here?
Yeah,
Or
this is the shape.
this is
Yeah,
it? Oh,
that's the shape that I ride.
Look at
Yeah.
the twin real quick. I want to see.
Yeah.
It is almost the same, dude.
Yeah.
Do you care about what color like the top ply is?
Yeah, kind of.
Which ones do you like?
I like blue.
Oh, the blue tops.
Yeah, blue.
Yeah.
Like there's purple. It's rare, the purple. I love the purple.
Purple,
love
blue.
the
What about
purple.
yellow? No?
Yellow, I skate all. Like if you give it to me, like I'm not picky, but
Okay.
like I rather like not super like.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go like skate a street league, I assume you want your setup to be exactly how you want it.
Yeah, probably
right?
a blue.
You're going to do
Yeah.
the blue,
Do you
right?
break a lot of boards?
superstitious?
Oh,
What? Oh,
Kinda.
Really?
Yeah, not really. Like I am, but I'm not.
what is,
Like I'm not
How-
like. There's people that actually like super.
Okay, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I believe in a lot of things, but like I actually like believe in myself.
but is there? I mean, that's good. That's good. But is there stuff that you have to do, like tap the board, like Reynolds, like tap the board 3 times, or spin the wheels, or like kick the trucks with your foot?
I just like I'm always having your phones, and I'm kind of like I don't listen to anything, and you kind of like
Shut the. What do you mean? You have nothing playing,
never.
but you have headphones on.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Whoa, you have both headphones in and nothing's on?
What is going on though? What are you bobbing your head to?
To hype myself up.
Somebody else.
swear-
I feel like somebody else did the same thing.
I
They don't have
never
anything playing.
went to a contest with the phones on. And one time, and you were there for the world contest, like you were judging these, and I followed my first line, and I needed to make my second line, and I was using a headphones from Stephanie that works for Red Bull, and I made sure, like, I asked her, is the phones turned off? And she's like, yes, they're turned off. Don't worry, because like I don't want them to play music
Or like
I
our
want,
phone ringing or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, yeah, it's turned off. Don't worry, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Literally, I'm doing my second run, and I couldn't fall. And I'm going to the last 5 seconds to do a flip front board on the big rail, and her phone. It's like, "Tung, tung, tung, Dave's calling. Tung." And I'm literally
no.
going through the trick, listening that. And I'm like, no, I landed.
You landed it.
But it was so funny because like,
You're like,
I
hey,
was,
Dave's calling you.
Yeah, I was like,
I just
hey,
landed my
Dave.
trick, but Dave's calling.
she knew because she had the phone. And she's like, oh no. It's just turning the phone off. But I was like, no. Because like I was
Wow.
thinking more about that than actually the trick, but it worked out.
Dude, it must be a comfort thing.
Yeah,
no?
so like
or
maybe like something that is not superstitious, but like I like to have phones
Okay.
and don't have nothing because people kind of calls your name, and with phones I can just
interesting.
ignore them.
There you go.
You know,
So
and they're gonna
people
be like,
could-
"Oh, he's listening music. He's not gonna hear."
that's an interesting thing. Yeah, you could just walk right by somebody and
All
be
the
like, "Oh
time.
man, he's shot my name right now," but everybody knows now.
Yeah.
yeah. So they're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
But
But
it's
it's
so
also
funny.
like it's kind of like just like earplugs at the same time, right? To like cancel out some
Yeah,
sort
they
of
kind
noise.
of cancel. Like you listen, but you don't really listen. You know. But sometimes I'm watching Street Leagues after, and I'm actually like before, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like I'm not even listening music, you know. But I'm just like in the mood, like okay, right here, you got it, you know. But I'm not listening anything.
Isn't
you
it
know?
weird? We do weird shit as humans.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah. And then when you get to see yourself on television doing the weird shit,
I'm like, why did I do that? It's so
hey, but it
funny.
works.
It works.
It works. Whatever it is.
It's been
If
working.
Yeah.
It's been working.
Except for the Dave phone call. But you landed the trick.
I landed the
during
trick.
the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
should have
said
picked
that.
it up. You should have been like, hello.
What's up, Davey? What's up, Dave?
I'm about to kick the front board. Hold on.
Finishing my line real quick. Yeah.
No. So thank you. Now, man, do you go skate with those guys? Because
Yeah. So like Thank You's about to drop this video. He's in the works. He's almost done, honestly.
yeah, but what about you though? Your new edition. You got
Yeah,
footage?
yeah, we've been filming for.
Oh,
a while.
you have?
Yeah, we've been filming.
He's like questioning him.
Kelly, he's a new addition.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucking a pro skateboarder, man. He's
Sometimes people with the new sponsors, they want to ditch all the old footage and start to film new shit.
for sure. But I still have some old footage, but we're just gonna use new footage.
Okay.
I kind of like talked with her in the beginning of the year, and I was like, okay, let's do it, blah blah blah. So we kind of like started filming around that time.
So this has already been going on for a good 4 or 5 months?
For
now?
4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Gotcha.
And we were filming it like a welcome. But the thing is, like, Thank You is gonna drop a full-length video, like a nice video. And I'm just like killing myself filming like 2 parts in like 5 months. It's so hard. You know, like you can, but the part's not gonna be like crazy. You need time. And now, you know, so like I was just like, you know what? Like, why don't we just film like a good trick, put on the gram? It's gonna have more views than if you post on YouTube. You know, because the algorithm is different.
Yeah.
This is like a good trick. Post on the gram. Just do a welcome. There's not a welcome, but let people know that I write for Thank You, and then save all of these footage that I already have, and just drop on the full length.
Because you want to be a part of the full length video.
I want to do a good thing.
Yeah,
you know, I just don't want to like do like a part.
Right.
You know, I want to like do a part. You know.
Absolutely.
What are your like? So you saying that in the contest you always like you do the trail of nose ones in the contest and everything. Are you separating those type of tricks from like filming a video part?
I'm gonna still have those tricks on the video part.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
gonna have so many more tricks because people think that I only do those,
Yeah.
but I don't. You know, like I can like do so much more than that. The thing with those tricks is I know how they score it. And I know my consistency with those.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, like Nyjah, Yuto, all of these guys, like they do change tricks, but it's kind of always the same because they're good at it. They know the score, and they know that they're probably going to land that easier than just trying a different trick.
You know,
This-
Deshaun's going to do...
like a laser,
laser,
or like
right.
Board side up the
a
rail.
board side up the rail, or like a fakey frontside flip. You know,
Right.
it change sometimes. I do change
Jocelyn's
sometimes.
going to do this. Yeah,
Like
I
a back
get
three
you.
or a backside flip, but there's so many people just like, oh, these guys just only do that, like change, like, bro, like you're
Well-
probably sitting on the couch watching me, you know, like that's why you're saying that. But I do more tricks than that, you know.
Right, and we're going to see it in the
Yeah,
Thank You
for
video.
this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I already have bars,
No, I know,
you
I'm
know,
just
but
saying.
like.
But when I was watching you at the Crusher Cup thing, the Skull Candy thing, you would like you literally by far destroyed it in the part or the street part. But like you literally didn't take too many back when he nose grind switch rail heel out. Like in like what
Damn.
4 tries? But I'm like, what's the trick that you sit there and try for hours?
So I can backtail. I can backtail, but like it's just so funny because like skateboarding it's so mental because like you can be so good at something and so bad
It's
at
so true.
another thing. You know, like I can like switch flip backtail and actually like backtail, like like switch flip backtail. Like I can flip backtail. Like if I do, it's gonna be like a little kiss to the leg. You know, like
A little tap.
like or a front blunt. If you see, like I have so many tricks with my front leg, but with my back leg, I don't have a lot of tricks. You know, like I can do all of those, but it's not like to the point that they look so good and I'm grinding or sliding. It's like I can do it, but I'm not good at it.
You got to get Tori to teach you the back tail.
I know,
Because
I
he's
know.
got some good back tails.
I know, like probably one of the best.
Yeah. What about a back lip?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's good
It's
because
interesting.
it's kind of like a front boards, you know? It's more like back tails, front blunts.
Front blunts are scary, dude. I don't
Yeah,
like it's
my
got
brother
that-
does them so good. Like front blunt, backside flip, easy. I can do those. I can't. I wish. So funny.
Man. Yeah, this is going to be a good video, dude. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it,
definitely.
dude.
Yeah.
Do we know when it's going to come out? I mean,
It's
I'm
in
sure.
the end of the. There's not a date
Okay.
specific, but Tori's been saying end of the summer for
End
a
of the
while,
summer.
so probably like August, September.
Gotcha. That'll be a good little
Something like
end of
that.
the summer treat right
Yeah.
there, dude.
Definitely.
A day one part.
Yep. It's gonna be sick, bro.
Hey, for people out there that don't know Danny Yamaguchi too well, he's kind of a low key skater too.
He's a low key, but he's like one of the best. His style is like you watch him skating and he feels he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he's doing ollie.
He's doing like a nollie tray over table, and you're
It's
like,
crazy.
Effortless.
did you just nollie tray over table? Didn't he nollie tray over table? Like,
Yeah.
but he's just like so nonchalant about it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, like I love it just the way he is and the way he skates, and like he's just a humble person, and like when you talk with him, he's just like he appreciates everything and such a good person.
Well, I feel like he's been slept on for so long. Like we wanted to get him on chocolate forever, but I also feel like he is the type of dude who is very humble. He's very nonchalant. He just wants to skate. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't really want. And I'm listen, I'm not speaking for him. I don't know, but I feel like he just wants to skate, have a good time with his buddies, you know?
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
like, if anything comes of it, cool.
I don't really know him really well, but like I have the same opinion. I think, you know, there's some skaters that like sometimes they like just be on their own, doing their things, having fun. Bro, this is insane.
That's so long ago too.
I know.
This is insane.
This was like 10 some years ago.
Do you see how he caught that too?
That's
He is
crazy.
he's the modern day Tim Gavin. If you know Tim Gavin,
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
he is the modern day
Dude.
Tim Gavin.
That's
Look at that
crazy.
front foot.
Yeah, he has like him and Shane O'Neill have the same kind of nollie trays where they really can
Yeah.
just actually pop it. Most people nollie tray and they don't hit the nose.
Yeah, I've been working on mine.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
You go to street league soon or what?
I mean, I'm not a gap skater, but maybe eventually, like,
Hey, nollie tray front board.
I already done those.
Oh,
man.
yeah?
Yeah, my first time doing that, I was 14. I have a video on my gram doing nollie tray front board when I was 14.
I love that.
Swear.
So sick.
Just a little Danny Yamaguchi footage in the morning for you guys. He's really good, man.
It's so
super
good, bro.
cool dude.
I
I'm
think his
happy for him.
skateboarding kind of matches his personality, where it's
Yeah,
like
it's so
super
calm.
casual and like it's just how you meet him. He's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just fucking-
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I just did the craziest trick. Nollie trade table.
You know what's crazy? I watched him do at the sand gaps was he switch hard flipped over the block there. That's
It's a big,
gnarly.
It's a big,
Just
yeah,
to properly switch hard flip over straight over it is pretty insane.
nonchalant.
Yeah,
I used to do it all the time.
nollie barrel flip.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go, Dubs. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yeah, he's a good kid, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, dude. David Reyes, tray flip nose blunt clipper.
Yep.
Woo! It's good. David, yeah, you guys got a great team.
I want to go there so bad. I never been to that spot.
Oh,
Wait.
the Temple School.
Oh God,
This one right here.
I really want to. Oh no,
No,
Clipper.
no, Clipper.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
What?
I want to go there for so long. I only been to SF one time for a skate trip, and we're there for like 7 days, and that was the last spot that you're gonna hit. But then last day was raining, and he couldn't do it. Like no, and since then we never went.
I
there.
want to ask you so bad what you want to try there, but I don't want to ask you there because I want to be surprised because I might see it in the
You
video.
probably guess it, maybe.
Tray flip, no. Tray flip nose blunt.
No, I'm goofy.
Tray flip nose.
Switch tray
I'm-
flip nose. Tray switch. Yeah.
So I wanted to do that.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
let's not,
I could guess, but like
Yeah,
you know, it's
you guys see on Thank You video in a couple months.
Whisper it into the mic so
There you go.
nobody wants you there.
you're
That's
touching.
what I'm saying. I want to see it. I don't want to be.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
one thing though. I swear to God, and I sorry to interrupt, Kelly. Instagram almost ruins stuff for me.
Yeah,
because
sometimes.
you get to know somebody skating so well
That
because they
you
post a
kinda-
lot of stuff that when they come out with a video part, you're like, I've kind of already seen all
Yeah.
this. It's nothing that's like hit them over the head, like wow. Not for everybody, but sometimes it kind of blows it a
Yeah,
little bit.
100%.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead. What were you gonna
I forgot what I was gonna say.
say? You're gonna say how good his part's gonna be?
No, I'm assuming that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have
I
to
think
question
so.
that.
I think so.
No, I was saying like you have the type of talent to really you could bounce trick off like ideas. I remember the other day I was like, "Hey, tray flip nose blunt like 270 or something like
Yeah,
that." I was
yeah.
like, "But do people do that to you a lot? Like giving you ideas?"
Yeah, so many. Like a lot of my tricks, I like the people just ask me, and like I sit on him on it sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this kind of works, and I try, and it works. Sometimes it doesn't work, but many of times, people just be like, oh, try this, and I try, and it works.
What about like because you do crook nollie rail heel out? What about nose grind on a rail nollie rail heel out?
Oh, it works.
You've
too.
done that. I mean, it's like
I don't think I actually done it, but like I already done crook very little on a rail, so it's pretty much the same. I just gotta be with my body more straight. So like I never done it, but it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a new one you could
Yeah.
probably do.
You've
Yeah.
only heel flipped out of a tray flip nose blunt, right?
Yeah, I already very little. Tray flip nose blunt very
little
little.
Oh yeah, what was that? That was on Instagram.
Like on my like local park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tray flip nose blunt nollie tray out.
No, but I already done tray flip nose blunt big spin flip. So it's kind of the same, but like I just said my body, yeah. I mean, after that, you just like it's kind of the same. You just have as soon as you know like exactly how to do tray flip nose blunt, you just can like add, and just try. You need to have patience.
Oh yeah.
So much patience.
Yeah, all day.
But I bet it's
You know?
easier though because like with all the skate parks out there now, it's so easy for somebody to go in and kind of quote unquote train for
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
streets. You
Yeah.
know? We never had like a training. I mean, World Park. We had like
Yeah, we had a couple
few
of
things here and there, but the closest park we had was like Santa Barbara. I couldn't go like
Yeah,
train,
yeah.
quote unquote, train somewhere.
Yeah,
it was
it's-
all streets.
It's crazy because sometimes like I remember not my last part that I dropped. I finished with a tray flip nosebend big spin, and I remember going before I went there. I was in a skate park trying for so long this tray flip nosebend big spin, like over it, not landing all, but just getting the motion and just feeling it. And then like next day I went to the school and I eventually landed,
did.
But before that I was in the skate park just practicing.
Right. And then to
You
go to
know?
like a real spot to try that over and over and over again is like, yeah, just go to the skate park. You feel safe.
Yeah, I was
right?
like, bro, dude, I was yesterday at the park doing these like the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so, man.
just mental,
Right.
like
Right.
What about bigger spin flip? Your bigger spin flip front board. Just do a bigger spin flip back lip, like alley oop style.
I already done it.
You done that?
Never on a down rail.
What do you do on bump to rail?
Yeah, because it's so hard, like a tray flip, back
bump to
flip,
rail,
like
yeah.
But you could do that on a rail though, kind of, right? Because you
Down-
can kind of gap out to it. Like that's how you do it on the down rail.
like
on
actually
the
a
front-
tray flip, back flip.
Well, what do you? Yeah, I guess you would call it tray
Like
flip.
you go on the
back
backside to a rail, right?
Yeah, 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 like you're
backside
doing a
tray flip,
back lip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I can do it, but you gotta have like so much power, like
Yeah,
I-
that's a
Yeah.
difficult one right there.
yeah.
But you have that trick on the bigger spin flip front board on lock.
But the thing is, for back flip, you gotta go over with the back truck,
yeah.
and for front board, it's just over the front truck. So
No,
like,
for sure. That's what I'm saying
Yeah,
though.
so front board is so much easier than the back flip, but I know I can do it.
Because that's like I've been watching you for we all have been watching for a long time, and you've developed these tricks so unlocked that and I'm always like, you have that ability to do something that's even more that no one's even come close to doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would be stoked to see something like that. Like,
Yeah, I already thought about it. I wanted to do it. I mean, I was before that, like a couple months ago. I was training a tray flip back tail because I can do those really good. But the thing is, I don't know how to do back tail really good.
I'm telling you, Tori, bro.
But I can tray flip back tail like on a bump to bar really easily because
funny
it
is
just
that?
goes straight. That's what I'm saying. Like
funny is
skateboarding,
that? It's so-
sometimes
yeah.
I can back tail, but really bad. But then like if I tray flip into it, it's just easier.
It's easier.
Just to
Yeah.
get on there, because it's just like, oh, tray flip catch back. I don't know.
What would be like do you have like a dream trick?
Um,
I'm sure you have a few. I'm sure you have a bunch, but like a dream trick.
yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see it in the thank you video.
I know, right?
No, like my dream trick for a while, like I almost got close to landing and never landed. So like I already done a tray flip front blunt a couple of times,
Tray flip front blunt. Okay.
and I almost landed tray flip switch crook.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that like it's not like a dream trick,
What
but it's
wait,
a-
like backside 180 switch front
yeah,
crook?
tray
Like
flip.
over.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wow.
And I almost landed, and I started trying that by like randomly. I was doing tray flip front blunts, and one of the tries almost went
You
to
got
switch
into it,
front
yeah,
crook.
yeah.
Like okay, let's just try
That could ruin a whole session.
And then I never landed. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll say that.
Oh,
trick.
that's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one,
Tray
dude.
flip, switch front crook.
Switch front
Yeah.
crook.
Yeah.
Have you done a tray flip, nollie flip? Tray flip, tray flip, nollie flip. I don't think you've done that. Nose blunt slide, nollie flip.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured you probably did that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can pull that one. I don't think you can pull that one off.
Yeah. You ever get the nollie tray? Yeah,
That's not gonna work.
that's a good one. Man, yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, dude, that you could, get tech with.
Yeah, bro, so much. It's
I
crazy.
love it, man.
What are
I can't
your
wait to see this
thoughts
video.
on the Olympics? The format of the Olympics.
The new format.
Well, because they did. So what's the new format going forward? I haven't heard it yet. I haven't worked with any of those guys for a
wow.
while. Yeah.
So I really don't know. Yeah, I gotta study more. But what I know is, on the finals, there's only 3 runs. There's no single tricks. It's only 3 runs on the finals, and then on the semifinals, there's 2 runs, counts the best, and then 3 tries, best score counts. That's a new format. And then on the qualifiers, I think it's the same 2 runs and best trick, or maybe just 2 runs, and then 2 runs, 3 tricks, best score counts, and then finals 3 runs, best run counts.
So they don't.
So finals, no trick attempts, just runs.
Huh.
That's what I heard.
Is that just for the qualifiers or for the whole thing until the Olympics?
It's gonna, for Rome at least, it's gonna be in a couple of weeks.
The thing that's crazy about it is that it keeps changing.
They're not using the same format throughout the whole
No, I don't know. I'm just saying the last 2 Olympics have been completely different for the most part.
Yeah, they kind of change.
like
yeah.
the
Street League
format.
changes it up too.
Yeah,
right?
but this
Yeah.
is like Street League can. They're not
Yeah.
the Olympics. They can
Yeah.
do whatever as they please
I
because
think-
they're in their own thing.
But here's the thing: do you think they need to change though? Like,
think
do they
Street-
need to adapt to the what's the most entertaining to watch too? Right?
I think the format that Street League has now is
It's
probably
good.
the best one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's talking about Olympics though.
No, but yeah,
that's the best format.
that's
Yeah.
the best format. I
And
think.
what's that format?
It's two-
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's 2 runs, 5 tries, and best 3 scores counts. And you can take one of the runs. You don't need to, but if you don't take the runs, you gotta do 4 tricks.
But you can only
Wait, say
take
that
one
again?
run.
Yeah, you only can take 1 run.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
back
kind of
back it
confusing.
up.
You
back
do
it
it, you
up,
do it.
back
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Okay, you 2 runs. You can only take one of those best run scores.
Gotcha.
And
Obviously,
then-
you're taking the higher score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you have it's a 5 tries.
5 tries.
For the best trick, and you can take the best out of those 5 or those 4. Was it? It's 4. It's 4 scores.
It's 5 tries.
Yeah.
If you take one of the lines, you gotta from that 5 tries, you gotta land 3 tricks. If you don't take the runs, you gotta land 4 tricks.
Yes.
So you gotta have 4 scores total.
So you have to have 4 scores, no matter if it's like the best tricks or
The lines,
runs.
but the
okay.
runs, even if you land 2 runs, you only
Yeah.
can take 1. You know?
Yeah. So you can only take one of those.
Yeah, but you don't need to. If you fucked up both
Or you could do-
runs, 4 scores.
Or you can do 4 best tricks.
and you only can fall 1 trick.
Okay.
Because the
Yeah.
Olympics kind of was crazy because you had to do a good line or else you were screwed.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, you like that
I
because you're
like
good at
that.
runs.
Yeah, I'm good at runs. Sometimes.
Call it like it
Sometimes-
is. you know?
But it's just because for me, like, a contest for me is a line. It's like a run, you know? Like, I love the best trick because, like, I have good, strong tricks, solo tricks. But for me, when I think about a contest, I think about, like, a minute line.
Yeah.
You know, like, be super consistent and just, like, land all the tricks. So for me, like, I like the way, like, you need to take. And if you fall 2 lines, you're screwed. Like, it's over. I like that. It's brutal sometimes.
But
Like-
I think for watching it, it's the least.
For watching is the least, yeah.
It's
I
the
agree.
least best.
Yeah.
Like it's you're like, oh, that person's done.
Yeah,
Even
it's
so,
done,
like,
exactly.
you don't have to care
You
about.
still
that
have
person.
like 50% of the contest to still compete, but it's done already. Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, like being a skater, like I like to have that pressure. Like, okay, I need to land the line. You
Right.
know?
It is the only thing I've always questioned is like it's hard to like the lines and the single tricks almost have different scores, but how do you put that all together?
Right.
You know, so it makes sense. So it's like you want to reward them, but then you want to like not reward other people for other things. And if you don't land it, they're screwed. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But
So I have actually a question for you that you would judge. Can I ask you a question?
sure,
No, you can't.
So, like,
no,
if-
no. You can't ask no questions.
If you guys see as like, okay, let's see, like doing a crook nollie flip over and over and over, and you guys know that it's so easy for me, you guys gonna like dummy points or
No,
not really?
definitely not.
No?
It's never ever that.
Okay.
It's more about what's going on in current state of skateboarding.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think crook nollie flip, as much as people can do it, it's still technically hard trick.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know what I mean?
but it is becoming a norm.
It's
Yeah,
somewhat of a
nowadays.
norm
Yeah,
trick, so you
nowadays.
kind of base it more off that rather than
He
because
can do it,
that's
yeah.
to me that's the craziest thing. If you're
Yeah.
like, oh, he can do that trick all the time, so we give him a lower score.
Yeah.
Like that
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
make sense.
Didn't we have? Wasn't there like a Deshaun did a laser, and then somebody else did something else, but the something else scored higher than the laser or something?
Me and Roger
Miami?
had a little
Yeah.
argument here. No, the laser flip got scored higher.
Oh, the laser flip got scored higher.
Yeah, and he was like, "Why didn't the back 3 or front 3 get scored?" And I was like, "Higher." I was like, "Cause laser flip is way gnarlier."
And the back 3, yeah.
Yeah, like, would
that's-
you agree with me on that?
Yeah, for that is, I mean, the board is leaving your feet.
Right.
If the board leaves your feet, for me, it's already harder.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
that just goes to show that skateboarding is so subjective,
yeah,
right?
for days.
Like for
days.
Deshaun,
You could literally be like in an argument for like 5 hours with somebody.
totally,
You know?
Yeah.
totally, yeah. But so that's interesting. You being a skater in Street League, you want to get the most information possible
Yeah.
of like how this is being scored, and I would assume you'd have a pretty good understanding. Maybe there's a little few things that
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can't really penalize for doing something like good. You know,
Yeah.
that'll make no sense.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
funny because like so many people like used to not nowadays like bro like don't do that a lot because like then the judge is gonna see you and they're gonna like not give you a score because like they know you can do that so easy. Like, bro, like,
That's never ever.
Yeah, I
happened.
kind of like.
It's
yeah,
the degree
but-
of the difficulty of the trick. It's like
Yeah.
that's everything.
Yeah, you might be like some people, regardless, might be surprised on a trick, but you also like as soon as that happens, you have to look what's going on in the current state, what's going like in the contest, and you kind of compare like what was done on that same spot that you did compared to like what you did. You're like, okay, that like. I'm not gonna give you the same score or something that's less harder.
Yeah,
just because you can do it more. That doesn't make any like it's never been
Like if somebody
that.
did a nollie flip back tail down a rail, and then somebody else did like a crooked grind nollie flip down the rail, obviously nollie flip back tail.
Yeah, because that's less of a trick that most. It's
People-
less
Yeah.
common of a
Yeah.
trick,
Yeah.
and regardless, it's just a harder trick.
But it's almost like
Regardless, yeah.
it's almost like Felipe does a lot of those, right? Nollie flip back tail. Right? So it would
not
be,
really, not in the
He does
contest.
it. He's
Nollie flip
down the
front-
hubba. Didn't
Nollie
he
flip
do
front
that?
Nollie
nose.
flip front board.
Nollie
front,
flip-
front nose.
Nollie
Yeah.
flip front nose.
Yes.
That's the one
For Australia.
And now he got a good score in that one.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's-
like
it might-
9.5 or 9.4.
Up the top, I
In
think
Australia, in
it got.
It was
Australia.
up there.
Yeah, it was up there.
But it's almost good to have like those tricks that like a lot of people don't do.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even need the hardest tricks. If you do a trick that nobody does,
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna have good points,
Right.
Because nobody does.
It's almost a shocker.
I was talking about this on the bomb hole the other day, but how funny it is. Okay, the last Street League was insane. You
Psycho.
guys were unbelievable. All the nines that were going off. But sometimes I've discussed it probably on the show too. That like sometimes the crowd doesn't understand what the skater is trying to do.
Yeah,
where they're just like trying to get to this one position, and they're like, "Cool." You'll be like, "Oh, I need to do something kind of basic to get myself to the next. I'm gonna do, I know crook nollie flip because I know I can just do it." And so when they don't see a 9 pop up, they're like, "Boo!"
Yeah.
But you're like, "No, dude, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that score."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's always funny when, yeah, it's just people want to see like this 9 thing happen all the time. But that last one, I felt like everyone was getting bored. You guys were doing this gnarly trick after gnarly trick. Everyone was like, "Yeah, this is cool." I don't know. It was.
But it's funny because I didn't even realize that every single trick on the finals in Miami was a 9 o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Every single trick,
Damn.
lines, all the lines. I saw the lines and it was like 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I was
Yeah, it was
like,
nuts.
yo, like what? Like, how is that possible? Like, the 5th place is as a 9-1.
Yeah.
The 5th place.
How does
You
something
know?
like that happen though? Because you got to
Ev-
set the bar at a certain level, right?
Well, when they're all doing tricks like
Yeah,
that,
the bar was being set, bro.
the bar was being set.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big contest guy. You know,
Yeah.
I love all the judging, but I just couldn't do it. I'm
Yeah.
not a big judge person. You know, it's hard to judge skateboarding. Like
I
we
did-
just
I
said,
did-
it's
I did it and it
it's
was
very
fine.
subjective.
It is.
You know?
I don't
Yeah.
know if I could be a judge one day.
But like, would you say though, like you could be totally honest with me and everyone else listening? Like, do you think the judging is pretty spot on?
I think the judge nowadays is good.
Okay, because I feel like
I like Street League judge is good. Yeah.
Let's leave it at that. I think we all know with that pause. Okay.
I mean, like, but honestly, like, I'm not taking away that, like, I understand judges are there the whole day watching so many skaters and like, yeah, maybe this skater, like, there's like, they know him, he's the homie, he kind of skated good compared to this Brazilian skater that they don't know and they score solo. I mean, there's so many things that I watch and I'm like, yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
how's these guys on, and then these guy they like skated 3 times better. He's like on the last place. You
Right.
know that it happens,
happens,
sometimes.
yeah.
Skateboarding sometimes not fair, and you got to build your way up. But like, it is what it is. But like, yeah, Street League scoring is good.
I think
I'm,
like,
not, I'm not gonna lie. There's some scores that like sometimes I don't agree, but like it's like we all have it. It's like personal, whatever. But like overall, I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I think
and
it's
I always
pretty
appreciate when anyone comes up to me and they ask questions or whatever. It's always weird when people hit me up and they'll be like, "Hey, what would I get in this score?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't.
Yeah,
I don't like. You're gonna have to like do it and then
To know.
find out." You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird question to ask, but I do think that the Olympic scoring is just like, I think they're overwhelmed because I haven't judged any of those for years, but when I judge those, dude, it's overwhelming. You take 200 people.
That's gnarly.
Like,
That's
and you're
gnarly.
crazy.
and you're
Yeah,
putting
that's
all
gnarly.
those people in order.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, how do you even expect that? There's got to be a better way of doing all that.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's crazy.
Who are the judges?
it's different. They have different ones for different spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they're building out. I saw they have like judging school, which I have no idea how you teach.
Judging school.
Yeah, you gotta take actually like a license
Lesson.
to be
Oh,
there,
wow.
like a test. You need to have like these diploma. It's a
Diploma,
yeah.
You like not a
Diploma, yeah.
diploma, but like like a paper.
Certificate.
no.
Certificate.
Exactly.
My
exactly.
dentist has a diploma on the wall. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but how does like I'm like, yeah, how are
do
these
you do
people
that?
teaching people?
Yeah.
It's something you just in that scenario being subjective.
Well, you
Like-
can't take a curler and put him in the seat and take a judging class. They still have to
Yeah.
be a skater,
I
right?
think
and
like-
like learn.
They better be a skater, bro.
Yeah, like
Real talk.
for me, it's like grab like these famous OGs, put
Yeah,
them
yeah,
all
yeah,
together,
yeah,
and let
yeah.
them like
Right.
fucking like
I
you
will
know
say
like
this.
judge these.
Just because you're an OG doesn't mean that you're
Like
a good judge.
yeah,
though. I'll say
100%.
that. I'll
But
say
like
that.
when I say OGs, like I mean like people that like
Have a common
went
That knows
went
what's
through
up.
it.
Right.
They know, and like even they're not the best, at least they know where we're going through it. Instead of just like random skaters that don't have any experience, they did these like curse, and then I'm judging Olympics. You know, it's kind of like weird.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You gotta like for the Olympic stuff. I always trip on this because they wouldn't let me judge. They asked me not to judge Olympics because I worked for skate brands, and I'm like, how are you gonna find anyone to judge skateboarding if they don't work in skateboarding?
Yeah.
Like I'm not-
That's respectable. You know?
yeah. I'm like, I'm like, what do you want me to be a dentist and then go?
Yeah, that makes
like
no
you know what I mean.
sense.
And to judge the Olympics, get paid $100 a day. Like fuck
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Just
No, I feel it.
yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that's why I'm a skater, not a judge.
There you go. And you're doing a damn good job at it.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to see the thank you video that's coming out. Hopefully end of summer if Tori's
Yeah,
on,
it
on
is, it
point.
is.
I mean, bro, Tori Pudwell, the team is stacked. It's going to be great.
It's
you
gonna
know?
be
Yeah,
so
dude.
sick.
And congrats on everything, dude. Congrats
Thanks.
on the Red Bull. Congrats on the dude. I'm just hyped that you were on Thank You.
I know.
Like,
I'm so stoked.
When I heard that, I was like, oh, left field.
Yeah, I had
But,
a
like,
lot of love.
That's
honestly.
awesome.
A lot of people reach out to me, and they lost time to just DM me and like made sure that like they text me. So like I appreciate to everybody that show love and like support me. You know, it's sick to see everybody that like vibes with my skating and like sees it. So like it just so sick.
It's awesome to be a part of a company for as long as you were, but sometimes those do need to come to an end and to start a new path and a new chapter.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And,
I think it's like a part of life too.
for sure, dude, for sure. So I think you ended up in a great place. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's awesome.
was sick.
Yeah. Dude, can we give you some 9 Club stuff to take home with you, dude?
Please.
Yeah, we got a whole
Yeah.
bunch. Kelly, we do the honors, bro.
I'm a XXXXL.
No, you're
I'm M.
yeah.
I do medium.
Yeah, medium. That's
Medium
what I
or
got.
large, but like
That's
medium.
a medium
yeah.
right here.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
wear
do large
medium.
sometimes, but like it's kind of like sometimes a little too
Sometimes
big.
larges
so
are
like,
big, yeah.
So like
I
just-
should probably wear a large, but I like the fit of a medium. It's
like
like
just
it's more
more
snug,
comfy.
you know,
Yeah.
more comfy. I don't like the big baggy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like I'm walking around
Your
like
sweatshirt's
a,
medium
like a
too?
homeless. Yeah.
What do you do? Like large?
Large.
Yeah, large.
I like it a little baggier.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Damn,
Kelly, dude.
sick.
Thank you. We got more stuff, dude, coming up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you about our photo incentive program. I'm going to tell you that you're on the Nuts and Bolts team. Dude, trust me, dude. You don't even know. You don't even know, dude.
Damn, some headphones.
Oh, bro.
Wow.
First of all, hey, my man, dude. Good shit. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Hell yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
coming by and
Thank you
kicking
so
it
much.
with us. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Yes,
dog.
we're going to start with the Skull Candy. These are the Crusher
Wow.
ANC2s. Bold color, but I feel like that fits you with the Red
No,
Bull
no,
hat. You know what I'm
it
saying?
does.
You know?
Is that red or orange?
Bro.
That's
it's kind of
orange.
like
It's,
9 Club orange,
orange,
bro.
yeah.
What did you say, Chris? Red?
You did.
Well, it goes well with the Red Bull hat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also,
My eyes
like,
are-
it's like between both. It's,
It's
like,
like
a
It's like a blood
reddish.
red.
Yeah,
Blood
yeah.
orange.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you this: if
blood
it,
orange.
my eyesight, enjoy. Do you have good eyes? Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you.
Because my eyes, 20/20 vision throughout my whole life, and all of a sudden it starts to fade. I can't even see anymore. It's crazy, bro. Here's some 9 Club stickers. Obviously, I don't know if you know of our photo incentive program. If you have a sticker on your board and you get the cover of Thrasher, $20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta do it
I'm
the-
gonna make sure I'm gonna think about that.
You got think clearly.
Because I'm trying to get my treasure cover.
Oh wait,
No, bro,
and,
get
and
the
if you
thro-
do a tray flip, nollie flip, dude, you get.
Tray flip, nollie flip. Okay.
I guess you
Cover
you
that.
hey, you technically could do that.
Like tray flip
could.
catch and just like
yeah, like backfoot flips.
Hey, that's
yeah.
your possibilities, bro. Okay, you guys are already even shooting.
You gotta have some airtime. we were shitting on you in the beginning, but I think now
Hey,
we.
you can visualize it.
I can see that. It's interesting, man. John's onto something. Yeti is a big partner with us, and we love the Yeti stuff. This stuff, man, is dishwasher safe,
I have that.
bro.
So good.
Oh, you
Yetis
sponsored
are
by
good.
Yeti?
No, I'm not.
you have the
I'm
stuff?
not, if they want to sponsor me.
bro.
Hey,
It's a great sponsor
Yeti
to
Portugal.
have.
'Cause-
Yeah, I need to. I gotta start from the bottom.
Dude, you throw your Red Bulls in here. You throw your coffee, your tea. I mean, this will keep it cold or
Cold or
hot
hot,
for
yeah.
hours,
It's
man.
so sick.
And
Thank
you
you.
just throw them in the dishwasher.
Thank you so
Clean
much.
It up. Obviously, we got some 9 Club shirts here. We got some, good old shirts for you.
Damn, my favorite color. How did you know that?
Bro, we know everything
I'm
about
just
you, man.
joking. No, it's
We gotta-
actually blue. Is like one of my favorite colors.
I mean, who
Baby
doesn't like
blue.
baby blue?
Baby
yeah,
blue.
baby blue.
Also, this is just stuff that we grab from the back. We obviously don't know what you like, so we after the show we can grab whatever you want. You know what I mean? So
I love
here's
it.
some,
Thank you so much.
Here's some 9 Club stuff, some
Thank
burgundy,
you.
and again the blue with the hoodie. This is our 9 Club logo hoodie right there. We got the
Sick.
thing. But again, we
It
can
looks
get
clean. No, I
we can
love
get
it.
you some colors,
I love it.
bro. This is the shit though. We got the 9 Club nuts and bolts. We started a nuts and bolts club. It's a company. Yeah.
Club.
Every person that's on the show is on the team.
Damn.
We don't care if you already have a nuts and bolts
Damn, I
sponsor.
just have a new sponsor.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
right.
that. Just like that.
That's right. We gotta go celebrate.
I will.
bro.
I will tell you this though. This is your first package, so
Thank you so much.
in 1 year you come back and get 2 more.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You guys are the best. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, bro. Part of the team, biggest team in skateboarding history.
It is.
We're
That's crazy.
360 something people.
Congrats.
Getting up
Wow.
Thank God all of them don't come and ask them for bolts on it because whew, I don't know if we have that many.
Bankrupt.
But yeah. Roger will be packing bolts in there again,
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on the
Yeah,
show.
man.
Thank you so much.
Come back anytime, man. We really appreciate you, dude.
I appreciate you guys. It was my first podcast.
You did great.
Killed it.
I was
Hell
stressed,
yeah.
but I kind of forgot in the middle. It was kind of a nice conversation. You guys the best.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for having me and for remembering
for
about
pulling
me.
up.
Of course,
course,
dog.
dude.
It was fun and can't wait to
skating.
come back.
It's skating, man. How easy is it to talk about
It
skating?
is so easy, bro.
Oh,
it was
shit.
literally all we did all our lives. You know?
That's it.
So
That's it. We do it every day, man. Dude, we'll talk to you soon. Come back anytime.
Yeah.
Doors always open.
I will in a couple months to get more bolts.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
That was perfect, dude.